does. Search but you stay lost. We are reaching for the stars, but we're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show, 'cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Mysterious, that's the part you always show, 'cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. We're dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. You search but you stay lost. Search but you stay lost. We're reaching for the stars. We're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show, 'cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Mysterious, that's the part you always show, 'cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. I need you again, so stick around. So stick around. world around us. They don't need to know. Come find me where the sun sets and say you'll never let me go. You're the one I want. Say you need me. Hide away I love. Don't let go. I know you feel the same. Say you need me. 'Cause you'll always be my broken love. Broken love. You'll always be my broken love. 'Cause you'll always be my broken love. You're so don't let it go. I know you feel it. You'll always be my broken love. They don't know how we love when we're letting close. With you, I know I belong. Without all eyes on us, you're the one I want. Say you need me. Hide away I love. Don't let go. I know you feel the same. Say you need me. 'Cause you'll always be my broken love. Broken love. You'll always be my broken love. 'Cause you'll always be my broken love. You're so don't let it go. I know you feel it. You'll always be my broken love. We are dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. Search but you stay lost. We are reaching for the stars, but we're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. We're dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. Search for you, stay lost. Search for you, stay lost. We are reaching for the stars. We're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too again. So stick around. So stick around. So stick around.
Leave the world around us. They don't need to know. Come find me where the sun sets and say you'll never let me go. You're the one I want. Say you need me. Hide away now. Don't let go. I know you feel the same. Say you need me. 'Cause you'll always be my broken love. Broken love. Cause you'll always be my broken love. Cause you'll always be my broken love. You're so don't let go. I know you feel it. 'Cause you'll always be my broken love. They don't know how we love when we're letting close. With you, I know I belong. Without all eyes on us, you're the one I want. Say you need me. Hide away now. Don't let go. I know you feel the same. Say you need me. 'Cause you'll always be my broken love. Broken love. Cause you'll always be my broken love. Cause you'll always be my broken love. You're so don't let go. I know you feel it. Cause you'll always be my broken love.
We are dreaming in the dark. Nothing more than dust. Search but you stay lost. We are reaching for the stars, but we're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show, 'cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Mysterious, that's the part you always show, 'cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. We're dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. You search but you stay lost. Search but you stay lost. We're reaching for the stars. We're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show, 'cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Mysterious, that's the part you always show, 'cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. So stick around.
Let me play my cool intro. Y'all ain't ready for this. The disrespect is real.
I don't give a fuck. I'll do it again. I'm not above it. I am that snake bitch.
No, it's okay. You guys are all welcome to trash Queen in the chat. We'll hold a whole panel on Queen.
I am honest to a point, but a lot of the things I talk about aren't true.
Wait, somebody not telling the truth on YouTube? Are you fucking serious? Oh my god. Oh my god.
Got a monster inside of me. You better watch out if your enemy's a road ahead of full prophecy to be the greatest beast the world has ever seen. I feed him every day like the bones clean. I feed him all the hate and he grows mean. He gets claws real big, pissed off quick. And if you cross him, you might drop dead. Metaphorically, of course, settling this war. Never getting bored, loves the blood and gore. Always wanting more freedom from the source. They don't really understand until they feel the force departed. If you start shit, you'll be heartless in the darkness. Torn apart quick, you left scars ripped. You'll be chewed up and discarded.
Me and my friends, we're gonna find you and we're gonna rip you apart like a wasteland.
Snakes don't get a fucking safe space. If she wants to keep it going, then we'll keep going. If she wants to stop the bullshit, then we'll stop the bullshit. But I'm not gonna fucking sit here and let anybody lie on my motherfucking name.
Bring your ass. The fucking link is in the chat. That should be.
Oh, loose booty, wet panty looking ass boy. Replay that, Queen. Her name is Queen. It ain't really so much Queen. Queen B. Queen B. Okay, there. Queen B. Queen B's money. Queen B ain't got no money. Queen B.
He always fucks some shit up. I don't know why PJ doesn't get his ass on a motherfucking leash and get his ass under control. Fuck.
Better than never. I can feel my heart rate, adrenaline pressure. It's stormy weather, lightning, thunder, pouring weather. Yo, I'm a go-getter, try to do it like me, but I do it better. I got a mind that's clever, the beast inside is competitive as ever. I'm conscious, my subconscious, an accomplice to me. I promise the darkness, I can honest believe. But don't cross me, I might lose control of the lost beast. He's locked away inside with the key control, by fight or flight.
And I haven't brought it public, you know why? Because someone that I was fucking close to is in the middle of a goddamn lawsuit.
How do I get my hands on your stuff? Because I need something to clean these titty butts. My dub is just not doing it.
Bring your asses. As simple as that. Come in. I mean, bring it. Bring your asses. Hey, don't get Queen B and her 550, 600 servants. Bring their asses out.
You might have started it, but I'm gonna finish it.
Absolutely. Or go to somebody else's panel. Let me just say Queen B's panel. I'm telling you, we all need to go up on Queen B's panel because that seems where everybody's going. I guess Queen B is like the god of YouTube.
Queen B Escobar, bro.
She's in China just making drugs.
You know, I run the cartel on the YouTubes. I run the cartel here. You know what I mean? Like, because that's what boss bitches do.
Exactly. Beefing with the Queen B because I heard the stinger sucks.
This lady Queen B with the lip ring is innocent. You two weirdos are being weird. No, I know who this is. You're the lady that was on Molly Go Lightly.
No. You have no doubt QB could hold her own with any female on YouTube. Let me tell you something we all learned a long time ago.
I would stalk her up and drag her from here to China. Let's meet one-on-one.
Writing checks, their mouth can't cash. Bitch, I didn't write a check, my mouth can't cash. I cash all them motherfucking checks.
And I cannot for the life of me understand why people put her on a pedestal. And these allegedly smart people put her on this pedestal like she's something important.
We got to tell you about yourself. It's your fucking overlying ass over there. Is her fucking name obnoxiously relevant?
Because I know, she changed it.
She meant to say obnoxious and irrelevant. That's what she meant to say.
And coincidentally, it sounds exactly like Queen Bee's voice because, as I've always thought, Queen Bee is using some sort of slight distortion on her voice when she broadcasts.
Exposed!
Queen Bee exposed!
Oh my god, exposed!
Oh my god, bitch.
Did they get that Dugan?
Said they get that Dugan. That shit Chronicle of Shady. You better fucking shut your mouth with that. Bro, stop.
Wow. What in the hell? Someone told Queen Bee that you said it was her hacking your emails. What the hell is wrong with people?
Right?
Take your ass to bed. It's fucking past your bedtime. Go on now.
Right? Why you gotta be crying?
Motherfucker killing the vibe, bitch. Take your ass to bed. Boston, no. I'm not capping at all. I'm telling the whole truth.
Look, babe.
Anyway, guys, I'm gonna skedaddle. You know me, skedaddling away. See you guys.
Pumpkin. I love you too.
I despise you, Boston.
Whatever.
Good morning, beautiful.
Happy day.
Happy day, baby. We got trigger today. I trigger these motherfuckers every day.
Baby Jesus showed us that, you guys. I swear to God.
I know that's right, because you just put right on that shit.
Yes, I did. Baby Jesus was like, look here.
Yeah, fuck the pause. Pause for the cause. Fuck that pause.
I'm just trying to be a better person. I know it.
Let's see here. God damn it, dude. Can you hear him?
Yes. Your dog is orange.
Damn it, too.
Girl, this tea is piping.
Isn't it, man? You look like it's hot.
That just burnt the roof of my mouth.
Where's Candy Sue? Where's she at? You heard that like I heard that one. Fire in the hole. Smoke them if you got them.
You're like the type of person that would probably be in the back of the class.
Fuck you, me Tim.
Ellie's a thug.
Right.
You don't
We're all thugs around here. Shambles. Thank you for supporting the hot biddies. Y'all wasn't ready for that, was you?
Wait, I wasn't, bitch. I was not. I wasn't even close to ready for that shit. All right, I love you, baby girl. I'm gonna jump off.
I love you too, baby doll. What in the hell is happening here? I gotta get it together. Get it together. Jeez, it's been a manic Monday. Let me tell you that. I've been running around. I had to get some stuff done today. I'm tired, so I'm grouchy a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Got up early. Seen some fuck shit. Was ready to go hard as fuck right then and there at 5:30 the fucking morning. And I really don't like it when people fucking play with me. I really, you know what I'm saying? I really don't like that shit at all. So let me get this shit ready here. Pin this link, yo. Before I don't pin it at all. What has been going on? I know the streets have been on fire. I heard UA was getting her ass reamed over there at fucking Jay's. Or Granny's by Jay or something. Something's going on. I don't know. I couldn't watch it. I popped in there and told her that SF was on the Hive sidebar yesterday if she wanted to play it, but I know that there's a lot of people that ain't getting notifications. So if our people are still over there, let them know that we're live because I know that they ain't getting them. Poor girl, man. She was getting her ass tore up. I don't know what happened. I'm not even sure what all went down, but what up, yo? What's happening?
What up? What up?
What up, Biddy? What's going on over there? What happened with UA? So she's getting her ass.
Girl. Evidently, she got outed for dropping some private text messages that she had and couldn't own up to it. Kept trying to beat around the bush. And
who'd she drop them? Where? Who were? What? I mean, fill me in. Who'd they drop? Where'd they get dropped?
They were text messages between her and Jay that she dropped in Clue's Discord. Because
why would she do that? Why the fuck?
She was mad, evidently, because Jay wouldn't let her up on panel with Julie yesterday.
Okay, Jay doesn't hold open panels.
I know.
So why the fuck does she feel like she's entitled to jump up there anyways?
You got me.
I mean, Granny don't hold open panels either. Few and far between. I'm about the only one that does it. And I mean, Brady J has her regulars that go up there, but I mean, she's trying to, but she can't. She'll never be able to do it like I do it. But yeah, they don't really hold open panels. So why does she feel justified to jump up there anyways? If they're having a fucking conversation with somebody, it's normally for them.
I don't have an answer for it.
I guess Tim was up there, so I guess it's if she was she doing an open panel?
Well, I think she had the link dropped. From the way I understand it, she had the link dropped like in the beginning.
Right.
Tim jumped up there, and then like Julie jumped up there. Nobody was expecting Julie. So then after I think Julie jumped up there and I guess Jay kind of sensed they were going to have a conversation.
Right.
Then she I guess she took the link back, like didn't want anybody else up there.
Right.
And then UA
Julie's finicky.
Right. And then UA kept typing in chat, let me up, and said that she was out in the back chat for 2 hours or something. And evidently she was being pretty harsh in the back chat, and she was texting Jay at the same time, let me up. I've been back here for, couple hours, blah, blah, blah. Jay had even told her
like on the live, like, I'm not letting you up, she will run. And then I guess she kind of got her feelings hurt, whatever, dropped these text messages, includes Discord, and then somehow, some way, SF was reached out to, like through a text. She said that it wasn't her. I'm just a whole bunch of fuck shit. Like, I heard she was crying this morning and all this stuff. I mean, and again, in my opinion, it was Jay's live, Jay. And then I guess she got mad and like was blocking some of Jay's members because she was a mod for Jay, but not anymore. And started blocking Jay's members because they weren't saying what she wanted them to say, I guess, or didn't like what they were saying about her. Just some old petty BS.
Just some nonsense, some bullshit, huh?
I mean, again, like, I don't even know. I mean, and this is all my opinion. I don't know who she thinks she is to be demanding to go up on anybody's live. Like,
Right.
I kind
I
of feel
mean,
like she oversteps her boundaries a lot. Like, she thinks that she's the know all, have all of information in this case. And again, this is just all my opinion from what I see. When she didn't get her way, she dropped some text messages, like, I guess trying to prove like what all she was saying to Jay, like the whole time she was sitting in back chat. Like, for one, that's your problem. Like, if somebody's not going to let you up, you chose to sit back there for 2 hours. Like, that's not anybody else's problem.
well, yeah, and I mean the thing of it is to a streamer. Okay, so look, if you come up and you're sitting up here for more than 5 or 10 minutes, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, like, I mean, it takes me a minute to see people because I'll flip over screens. But if you're sitting up here for 10 minutes, obviously you're not wanted up here. So take it as a clue, read a room, and drop down.
Well, and that's the thing too. Like, in my opinion, it was totally disrespectful because Jay's trying to run a live. Obviously there was a lot of people in that live yesterday, and
Right.
here she comes, demanding a link, demanding Jay to put her up there. Like, Jay didn't have 50 other things that she was trying to worry about during this live, and got her butt hurt, and was like, "Well, I'm gonna show you," and drop these text messages, which, again, in my opinion, is a low blow that you don't do.
Wow. Wow.
So, um, yeah, she also sent Jay a picture of her crying, saying like, "This is how upset I
Oh,
am."
come on now.
Yeah. Like,
yeah, okay, now that's too much. Like, that's doing way too fucking much. That's really needing attention right there. That's like,
exactly.
Come
And
on.
again, like, who the hell are you? Like, she doesn't have a channel or whatever. Like, if that's what she wants, go create you a damn channel and start it up and
right.
say
If you
everything that
know
you
it.
need to say, but don't be demanding to go up on people's panels. And when they don't, act like the whole world ought to bow at your feet. Like, that's not how this works. In my opinion. Again, this is all my opinion.
Man. I guess I missed the shit show.
And still, like, was kind of beating around the bush, like when Jay was like trying to out her this morning, still was like, it wasn't her fault, like, she was upset, everybody should be worried about that. um and like took her forever to finally say, "Hey, I was wrong, I'm sorry," which is all anybody was asking anyways. But again, like, and in my opinion, I mean, again, this is just me, she reminds me so much of Brittany. Like, I'm a victim. Jay wouldn't let me up on panel So I had to drop these text messages, like it doesn't work that way, but that's how in my mind I think she's trying to. And again, like I kind of feel like she feels like for some reason that she is like SF's spokesperson, protector. Because when people weren't giving her way, she was like, it kind of seemed like she ran over to SF and was like, oh my God, they're talking about you, which wasn't the case. And it just started a whole bunch of nonsense that shouldn't have been started. Like when you out someone's private text messages, I'm sorry, like that's it for me. I don't trust you and I will never trust you. But again, that's just me.
Yeah, we won't be having no goddamn private messages. That's for motherfucking sure, Jack.
Yeah, and I mean, you can tell like Jay was really hurt because Jay was like, lady, I sent you pictures of my grandchild, like.
Oh my God. Oh
I mean, as far as I know, she hasn't put any of those out and stuff, but I mean, like, you're not. It's not looking good for you,
Wow. Wow. Well, my name is Bennett, and I'm not in it. I'm glad it's over there and not over here. Thank the Lord. I don't have a whole lot of patience for that kind of shit today, anyways. You know what I mean? So, it's better over there than over here, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't think or expect many people to have.
I can't believe she was
it.
showing private messages and dropping them Clue's Discord. Did Clue delete them, or she just left them there?
Now that I don't know. I'm not in Clue's Discord. I don't know, what she did. Clue would be able to tell you, but so I don't want to speak on that because I don't know. But
no, see, there's a lot of shit that goes on in Discords, but just like the other day, somebody tried to drop the fucking docs that was done of Tammy, Barbecue's old friend. And I'm like, no, fuck no, nope, don't drop that shit in here. I don't want that in here. That's a docs. That's a real docs. That's a for real docs. Do not drop that in here. So I'm surprised. Clue, you know what I'm saying, didn't, tell her about herself and take that out.
Well, and she might have. I know Clue, just from the little bit that I saw this morning, Clue was very upset, with her and was like, and Cletus was basically telling her, like, bitch, you need to go fucking touch grass.
It's gotten way too far. So, I mean, and those two are, pretty relaxed and pretty decent with her. Like, they like you. You know what I mean? They like you. They know her. They've searched with her. You know what I'm saying? Like, they know her in real life. They've been around her in real life. So, for them to say some stuff like that, something must be going on,
Yeah. So
I think some people just get really hyper focused on these kind of cases and they think they're going to solve something, or, you know what I mean? They get, again, hyper focused like she's doing.
Right. And I've heard people like make jokes like, I can only imagine what UA's room looks like, and this and that. And I mean, that's kind of been a red flag for me because I'm like, that means she's too invested for.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Like just to be.
Well, when people get invested like that, you're like, damn, when this case ends, who are you going to invest your time into next? Who are you going to knock the fuck out of next?
Right.
Shit. And I'm dead ass serious when I say that. I say that wholeheartedly. Because motherfuckers will get off these cases and then they'll start stalking folks in real fucking life.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Their little super sleuth skills turns into super stalking skills, and then they get themselves in trouble trying to get into people's real fucking business in their real life.
Well, and I kind of feel like, and then she was like, from one of the things I did hear today, like she had texted Jay, and I don't know when, but had texted Jay and was like, I've been looking out for you. I even got you in contact with Chris Proudfoot. And Jay was like, what? You were not the one that did that. Like, why are you trying to take credit for all this? And it's like, again, like, why? It's almost like she's like asking, like, hey, put me in the RICO, like, again, I'm a victim. And she's not.
No, that's so odd. I guess I don't understand why anybody would want to even be involved in this shit. Like,
I mean,
we want to run the other way.
yeah, I mean, most people would run and be like, no, I'm out, peace, you know? But it's almost like she just like thrives on the attention or something. And again, I don't know if that's the case. This is just stuff that I see.
Brianna says UA is a real lifer. UA has been a real lifer. UA justifies being a real lifer. Probably UA probably gonna stay a real lifer. It's who she is, and apparently it's who she wants to be. She refuses to own that, but won't stop doing it. And Talissa says, member for 7 months. Everybody who does like her was from the green team. Oh, I missed another one. Brianna says, broken hoe number 179 reporting for my duty. Did you get your crown? Did you get your golden crown today? Small town girl.
I think so.
Yes, ma'am, you did. Type in the chat. You should be able to see it.
I can't. I'm on my phone. I can't type when I'm up here. I think it'll kick me off.
Oh, does it? Okay.
And I meant to update my picture up here because I updated it in chat and in Discord and it didn't update, dang it, for BTM.
What?
Yeah.
Damn it.
I know. Oh well, I'll have to listen to him
Where's
again.
BTM at? He's been all over every panel in fucking YouTube. Where's he at?
He's so popular these days, it seems.
I know. He'd be jumping around, bouncing all over the place, don't he?
Yeah. I guess.
Where's B-Thug at? I don't know. Who's live? Where's he at?
He's been so busy, he might actually have to work today. I don't know. But come on, B-Thug. We need some Duke disrespect. Ooh, it's windy here. And what did you watch Tony last night?
No, I never got a chance to.
Yeah, I didn't watch much of it. I fell asleep, but I woke up this morning and I saw Betty had gone live sometime and she got
Oh,
like
Lord, yeah, I was going to
17,000.
go over her shit. But yeah, we can go over that first if you want. Or
She got
whatever.
like 17,000 fucking views on that live. Like, what the fuck did she have to say?
On who? Betty's?
Yeah.
Well, because she was talking about Sebastian being murdered and all kinds of stupid shit.
No way.
Yes, that's why she's got so many views on the motherfucker.
The one she did last night?
Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Let me see here.
I didn't think
there's one of them on here where she fucking went, talking all kinds of stupid shit. Oh, that was 2 hours ago. Let's see here. No, that one wasn't from 2 hours. Let me go find the one I'm talking about. Yeah, that's the one. Oh my, she accuses him of murder. Yeah, she says that he was buried and all kinds of stupid shit. Yeah.
Oh shit! No way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't watch it. I just saw it this morning and I was like, oh no. Like,
well, and that's one of the only ones that she's got that many views on. So I don't know if she's like paid for those or what, because that's kind of very odd that she's been getting 7.9. All of a sudden last night, 17K, and then 8.7, 4.4. So it almost seems to me like they're bought, but I mean,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's so
out of place. Look, they're so out of place that's 7.8, 17K, 8K, 4K, 2K, 4K, 7K, 4K. Come on, man, you know better.
Yeah, that's
3,
what I'm thinking.
4, 5. Like, come on, man. And yeah, this one was pretty fucking egregious, though. It was pretty bad.
You guys listen.
Yeah, it was pretty fucking bad, to be honest with you.
Elementary. I haven't watched this. I know being a content creator can be very demanding, especially when you first come out. You're competing against people that have been here. I don't know how long she's been online or anything, but when we first come out, there's a lot of attention, especially
a lot of this is about Julie too,
new and all this other stuff, and then comes the pressures of the hate channels and people not liking you and being mean to you and stuff like that. And it's really at that point, I think, that for each individual creator, you needs to decide whether they're going to engage in that nastiness and back and forth or not engage in it and move forward. For me, when I first came out, it was hard not to engage, right? But the more and more I realized that that engagement was more content, you have to learn, is it worth being right, you know, in a public sense, and or is it better to do the right thing? Because
hold on. Let me see here. She only had around 400 people in her live stream, so it's impossible for her to end the stream with 17K unless she's buying them. That's what I'm saying. I swear I think she's buying them because that's the only fucking live that's got 17K on it, and there nobody watched that like this. Nobody watch Betty like that. So she got something else going on. Also, Queen, I need you to message me on Discord or shoot me a message or whatever. I've tried to message you a few times. Is her hair half up or is that a grease helmet? I think actually she's got like a mullet.
No, it's half up. She turns her head and it's like a she's got like a little.
Oh, does she?
Yeah. It's like the only little bit of this I saw.
Well,
I just saw the views
smoke
and I was like, what?
I gotta smoke to watch this bullshit. Holy fuck, man. Good Lord. I'm getting behind, man. I've got a lot of stuff going on. You know what I mean? So I was getting a little bit behind here.
Oh, yeah. It's stressful, man.
All right, let's watch this dumbass and see what she's saying in here.
it's the right thing to do. And I think for each individual content creator, you know, that decision.
And she's talking in that low-ass, dumbass voice, too.
Sometimes it's just hard, you know, to keep fighting the nasty.
So in my opinion, I'd say she bought those.
Join up and engage in it. Now, I'm not saying that any
Dirt
person is doing that, but obviously something triggered all of this, and it's usually one of two things, or one of a few things. But most of the time, it comes down to one specific thing and one specific thing only, and that is the lack of feeling appreciated of your work.
Oh hell!
And coming from me, that has been literally put through a meat grinder for years. You know, I was probably the most bullied person in the history of YouTube, and I'm
oh my god!
And figure,
are you fucking serious?
You're fucking kidding me.
Grab the world's smallest violin, please. I'm gonna need to play that, please.
Oh fuck! This is gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
Here we go.
She said the world's bulliest person on YouTube. Okay, that's why she got so many views. People had to go laugh. Had to get them a laugh. Huge anus. She needs a big dose of stop it, ma'am. I'm gonna need you to stop your bullshit. Lurker member for 15 months. I have a golden crown. Whoop whoop. You'll have a golden bee here in 10 more months. Actually 9. LouTube member for 21 months. Never warmed up to UA. Now I know why. And to listen, everybody does. Oh, everybody likes from the green team. I already read that one. All right, let's see.
Yeah, in your intro, we need a 5150 in your intro, I think.
We do. And you know what? I started working on another one. If there's anybody that can make intros, though, with clips and music and shit, shoot me a message because I need somebody to help me do it.
Figuratively, I don't allow the emotion of all of it to get to me. At one time I did. Every now and again, you got to remember the reason why my mods are so
that's why you filed not one frivolous lawsuit but 2, and then attempted to file a 3rd, and then filed a fucking RICO, dumb fuck.
That's what I was getting ready to say. What in the fuck?
She lying out the side of her fucking neck.
Her finger is because there was a time they didn't want me to read anything because it would be a cuss fest on here, an MFer here, an FU there, you know, ish here, and you know, a GD here, and it was, you know, it got a little spicy up in Bullhorn Betty's chat, you know, but they were triggering those responses, and then they were taking those triggered responses and using it for content for them to make a buck. Well, we stopped, you know, giving them all of that, and they now just make up stuff. So you.
We just play your own words. What B Tim say? Check Playboard to see how much she made on that live. If she didn't make more than 300 in supers, she bought the views. Damn, B Tim coming in clutch. Check Playboard. If anybody got a chance, check Playboard and check and see what's up with her views.
B-Thug, where you at?
Wait, she wouldn't be parroting QB, would she? QB said she was appreciative of her mods yesterday and last night. Oh, she parrots the fuck out of me. And she's now she started saying, "Hey, love." You know, I'll be like, "Thanks, love. I appreciate that." Yeah. She's doing the same shit. That's just what Betty does. She just parrots the fuck out of people. She's not original at all, ever. Working on break. All right, we'll catch you on the flip side. I think Toasty's live tonight, so I won't be.
You can succumb to the pressures, or you can fix your crown, fix your attitude and try again. Sometimes it just, people are good on this app when things are going good, but when things start going bad, they freak out, and I don't know if any of that has anything to do with this current situation or not. I can only tell you from my experience what I've seen happen on this platform with a lot of different people. I've watched people be destroyed, absolutely destroyed, have their freaking channels removed by this garbage from the same people. You guys all know them. And then, then wait a year, get back online and go right to those channels because nobody else is paying attention. It's all about attention and money. And they literally are now friends with the people that destroyed their channel. I don't know if I'll ever be that desperate. If somebody ever hurt me or crossed me in that way, it's kind of a forever.
She's talking about Molly. She's saying Molly's coming back over here to fuck with us after we took her channel. We didn't take Molly's channel. Molly took Molly's channel, just like Betty's going to take Betty's channel. When it goes down, nobody can take your channel from you. You do that yourself. They can report you, but mass reporting doesn't work over here. Otherwise, like I said, a lot of other big-ass channels would be gone. So I don't know about, I know TikTok mass reporting works over there, but it does not work over here. I know somebody said something about mass reporting and whatever. It does that. Yeah, that don't work over here. That ship has sailed. They pulled that a long time ago. So YouTube cut that off a long fucking time ago. Mass reporting does not work. Molly said herself that she blew up her own channel, and she did. What she did? You want me to tell you exactly what she did? She got a fucking strike on her channel and was told not to go live for 7 days. She waited 3 fucking days, and on Wednesday night, she went live on her backup channel. No sooner did she go live on her backup channel, people were reporting it on YouTube. They put in her old link, put in her new link that she was on, her old link of where she got, her privacy guidelines bullshit or fucking guidelines bullshit where she was off. And they gave the link where she was live, and her fucking channels were gone the next day. They were gone that fast. See, like I said, I'm like Moon, you're lucky as a motherfucker, Slamber, that your ass ain't you lucky as fuck. Your channel ain't gone. War Eagle, War Birdie, your channel, you could be gone too right now. I could go take your ass down right fucking now if I wanted to. You're ban evading. You shouldn't even be on this platform, Jack. That's what I'm saying. I didn't go throw a fucking fit. We didn't go throw a fit. We didn't go turn your ass in. We didn't stay on Twitter and fucking ride Twitter's ass and YouTube legal to get you off of here. I don't know why you didn't fight the shit the first time, but whatever. I guess because you didn't want me to know your name, but I mean,
Forever thing for me. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of a forever thing for me. It's not that I hold a grudge, but I don't know. I don't know. I think I would still... I don't know. It's kind of a forever thing for me. Like once you do dirty, once we know you can do dirty like that,
you do,
yeah, it's kind of a forever thing. I know.
Like you do, like you've done since you came on this platform, like that, dirty like that. Yeah. Busted Can of Biscuits dropped a membership on us. Thank you. I appreciate that, baby. Queen would let me take the channel. Hold on. Queen wouldn't let me take that channel down. She said, leave the little pigeon alone. Yeah, I fucking did too, a little bitch. Little bitch.
So it's within you. It's like one of those things where you got to sleep with your eye wide open, one of your eyes open. Our sweet Pearl said, nothing sad part.
You get ready to sleep in jail, huh? Sleep with one eye open.
What this mess is taken away from Sebastian. Like that line.
What's that song? Sleep with one eye open, gripping your pillow tight. You gonna be laying in the bed, back to the motherfucking wall, Jack. Hoping you don't get your ass whooped in that goddamn jail cell. I hope you don't run your mouth and get your ass whooped, but sometimes it happens. Busted Can of Biscuits dropped another membership on us. I appreciate you, baby. Thank you.
Well, let's see if she ever goes to her court, both of her court hearings next month, instead of being a pussy and asking for continuances.
Exit light. Enter night. Oh. Take my hand, Betty. We're off to Never Land.
Night could have been devoted to Sebastian Rogers, could have been devoted to talking about a subject that mattered to a lot of people. Instead, we watched a show basically have to be thrown away from Sebastian Rogers for people to address the situation going on. And, in the grand scheme of things, we have been talking about this child for over a year. But we still want everything to really circulate around him. We don't want it to be where he is the second thought or the third thought or the fourth thought, where some stranger's, opinion and emotional status supersedes a missing victim that's a minor child with medical disabilities. And I felt like this is
hold up.
Like Lore Lodge is.
So she's complaining because that live took away from Sebastian, but that doesn't matter to her about the court hearing or court case going on in Pennsylvania that could take away all of those resources that could take away from Sebastian then.
Yeah. Make it make sense.
Got it.
Just another example of an opportunity in front of thousands of people on one of the bigger platforms on this app. And the entire opportunity to speak about Sebastian was gobbled up by addressing all of the nonsense and petty squabbles, the disinformation and misinformation. And then I think what the shocking part of it is about like just a few hours ago is I didn't realize that none of these people really personally had spoken with the person that was, kind of definitely not doing Sebastian, a service. It was a disservice to him. But I had thought that maybe there was a personal situation. This is what I had originally thought whenever people were calling me about the current situation, is I thought that maybe this particular content creator had reached out to Tony, and because she is passionate about one specific area, and that's the child abuse area, and trying to get people on the child abuse side. And I know when I spoke to her, she was talking about some corrupt practices she thought was going on, and like I told her at that time is I really can't, not when it comes to that, because Seth is working really hard to maintain his relationship with law enforcement, and we want to help facilitate that. We don't want anything deterring from that relationship. Now, do I think that some of these actions could deter them? And when it comes to somebody that they're working directly with, or somebody that law enforcement does know that they're working directly with is saying horrible things, then yeah, I guess it could negatively affect that. I don't think that this particular content creator was personally would have affected the communication with law enforcement. But when it sounds like during this petition signing thing, it was known at that point that the wishes of the family was not to rock the boat with law enforcement. And this is all I'm gathering from last night. I may have some things wrong. It's just my understanding of what we learned on Clutch Them Pearls. And it sounds, that was the only time that she was well aware at that point that it wasn't the will of the father or his team to pursue that with law enforcement, especially in light of wanting to have open communication, because this is his son. He wants to have, he wants law enforcement to trust him to tell him certain things related to movement in his son's case. And when they think that there's leaks or that he's sharing information or anything like that, that could absolutely, without a doubt, jeopardize his ability to communicate and speak with law enforcement. Law enforcement cannot tell him anything.
Why does she seem like she smoked 10 blunts? She's talking all low, and she's like, you know what I'm saying? What the fuck are you doing? What are you doing, Betty? Who even are you?
I don't think she knows, really. Like,
That's her. Fuck.
Doesn't even know what she's talking about.
I don't think she even knows what she's talking about. Girl, what the hell?
Law, you were learning from Steve Gonzalez, Layla's mom, Jen. She can tell you when it's a criminal investigation, law enforcement doesn't communicate with you. There's not really any ifs, ands, or buts about it. They just
It's not a
They have to
criminal
maintain the integrity
investigation.
of the investigation. And if you ever have an open line of communication with law enforcement, you'll learn that even when you have a good open line of communication, it's still pulling teeth to get just minor details that doesn't really affect the integrity of the investigation. To be had by law enforcement. It's really a tug and pull. The sad part is that Seth shouldn't have to work hard for a relationship with Ali. Well, in fairness, it took a while because I think that when they started opening up with Seth is basically when he was cleared in their mind. And
another lie.
No, another lie. And another one. And another one. No. 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 Just like yesterday, Julie said yesterday, they told her, they called and said, delete that fucking petition you got up because Seth is now friends and good and good with the police.
Well, it was somebody reached out on behalf of Tony to Julie. That Jay from Crime Time Buzz, that's who Tony had reach out to Julie and tell her that.
as much as we would like to say that, it shouldn't be hard, from law enforcement's perspective, who's the suspects or persons of interest, so I think that they have to have the suspect and persons of interest identified, and the ones that are cleared, they're never going to want to share or speak to or show their hand to somebody that could be responsible for something. What is law enforcement building a case on? Do they think that this is a child that ran away, or that there was some type of custodial interference, or do they think something far worse may have happened? Those are things. And not only that, but with parents of an only child, it's counterproductive, in my opinion. Not that it means a whole lot to law enforcement, but in my opinion, when you leave a parent, an innocent parent, dangling too long, it can have opposite effects of what law enforcement want it to have. And at that point, you would think that they would want to let them in a little bit before, the pop comes off. I've been following Sebastian's case for almost a year now. I've watched and followed it all. I'm shocked nothing has came about yet. I'm not. Some of these cases, I mean, look at Summer Wells takes years and years and years. And you guys have watched me feel and speak as if Tennessee is kind of behind the times in a lot of respects. And I still stand on that. I think that there's a lot of work that needs to be had in Tennessee. I mean, I applaud them on their literal approach to the law. It's always commended. And they.
See, I don't know what's going on, but she keeps staring at the fucking floor. Like, there's something going on with her. I don't know what the fuck it is, but something's up.
Really do try to uphold the Constitution and stuff, privacy. There's a lot of laws that they don't have in place because of their belief to freedom, right? And privacy. So it's always been a struggle in a lot of states to balance law enforcement with, privacy rights and other things. In this day and age, internet is crucial in crime fighting, and it's not available for everybody in Tennessee, much like North Carolina. There are several states, and I know once we get out in the Midwest and stuff like that, you have another host of problems. But I just feel like Tennessee, North Carolina, South Carolina, there's enough. I mean, they're good states that have decent money coming in tax-wise, and they should have internet everywhere. Like, there's so many different things, like putting boxes in large trees that they have, just really expanding that signal without having to put a whole lot of extra infrastructure in. There's a lot of stuff out there, and I think they need to utilize different stuff. And
sounds to me like a bunch of words sound like she don't even know what the fuck she's even looking for or talking to or talking about. The fuck?
Yeah, and you mean to tell me that law enforcement is going to be willing to work with the father of a missing child when there's someone on his team that has 4 ROs on them with the family of this same missing child? Get the fuck out of here, Betty.
Come on, little snoozy poons over here. My little snoozies are out.
And he had to go through background checks and stuff. Yeah, I agree with that, But they've also got to balance that this is his only son, and they've watched.
Katie's only son too.
They've watched this all unfold, and after a year, they got to be careful for themselves, because you just never. It's not Seth. I'm not speaking as Seth, but law enforcement in general. One of the reasons why they don't really give a whole lot of information is because you don't know what the other parent or the other person or somebody that's dealing with this horrific matter, and you never know what they're going to do if they know too much. And I think that could potentially play in this. Hey, Michelle, it's nice to see you. Melanie, it's nice to see you. Becky, good evening. It's 1:21 in Idaho. Well, I'm in Florida. It's like 1:30. My purse severe. Is that it? My purse Miss Persevere. Oh, I like that, Miss Persevere. I like that. It's neat. Took me a little bit. It's like Amula King. What is that called? That game? A joking? Oh, joking. Yeah. Ellie can ask from NSA video footage from their satellite. Yeah, I agree with that. And I know satellite imagery is being used a lot. I'd like to have seen what was on. I heard somebody ordered it for Summer Wells, and I never saw it. But we saw some imagery that they were allowed to get contact or had access to, and it was the Friday before all this happened. I think the latest was like 10:30 in the morning or something like that, and we could see a black truck, but we didn't know whose black truck that was. It could be, we don't know what Terry drives. We don't know if they had like a lawn guy over and that was the one. I mean, we just don't know. But from the images, it didn't look right. It could have been Chris's for all we know. Hey, YouTuber, it's nice to see you. Gypsy's up. The real me too. It's nice to see you. Oh. Yeah, I'm also having a little bit of bout of heartburn. That's why I knew I wasn't going to go back to sleep when it was time for me to go back to sleep. Like, I woke up and I rolled over and I pushed Delilah, excuse me, out of the way because she likes to hog the bed. Come here, just say hi to
See, there's her clipping her hair.
Just say hi. I saw your eyes open. It's not like you were sleeping. There she is. There's that baby girl. Here she is. Nice and warm. You want to go back to the warm bed? You want to go back to your warm bed? Oh.
17K views my ass.
She's going to get under the covers at night. I can always tell. Good gracious. She's been fairly calm. She's starting to Laura's house. Oh, no. My best friend's sitting there laughing at me because I'm trying to 300 people to be here at like 1:30 in the morning. I don't do shows this time of night.
No, you don't.
I was just meaning to talk about what was going on tonight. I was going to do it at 11, but by the time they were wrapping up, and I don't even think they were wrapping up. I still think, I don't know what time he finally ended, but about 10:30, I was here yawning so bad that my eyes wouldn't put water. I'm not going live, so I just deleted it. My fur baby's just decided she was hungry at 1:30, and now she's eating boiled chicken and rice. There you go. Oh shit, she'll eat like the real me too turned me on to these. They're not cheap either for being turkey tendons. I got to buy more because I only got 4 left. But these little suckers here, she loves these. These are her absolute favorite out of every treat she's ever had. So I got to keep these in stock because these are actually soft turkey tendons with pumpkin. They make the soft turkey tendons, but not with pumpkin. She loves, and I mean loves the ones with pumpkin. There they are. But she absolutely loves these. I bet she should probably eat one right now. Would you eat one right now? Let's see. Would you eat a turkey tendon now? Yeah, she took it under the bed. She's officially eating it. I'm telling you. I don't care if you give her one of these things. Like, she does not eat if she's not hungry. Is she eating it? And she's eating it. She is eating it. She will eat one of those. It doesn't matter how full she is. It doesn't matter. That is the one treat she absolutely will eat every last bit of. She will not even leave a crumb. My puppy will eat anytime, anywhere. Exactly. Well, not her. Like, if we're driving.
Now tell me that ain't weird. Who the fuck talks about treats? Who talks about their dog eating treats?
Mm-hmm.
Who the fuck you think's been over here watching us talk about the dogs eating treats?
Yeah, especially after yesterday.
Yeah. Now she talking about her dog got treats. Her dog.
Yeah.
Really? Okay. Come on, man. Come on now. Betster, we know you watch. You a fan, sis. That's it.
It's tough to even get her to drink water. So I finally figured out how to keep the water there so when she gets thirsty, she can drink it herself. But when we're on the road, she won't eat anything. I bet you while we were on the road, if I gave her one of these all the way to wherever we got to go, I bet you she'd eat them. Yes. And I got to buy some more because I forgot. Like I gave her that pack. I slowed her down on these because I realized how expensive these things are. And she absolutely loves them. So I will keep them in stock. But I feed her one like every 2 or 3 days now, not like the first year we eat a whole package of these. These packages are like $16 for 3 ounces. But they are literally the best for her. She loves them. So I didn't really, like I said, I don't want to bash anybody because I don't want to be involved in it at all. And I'm trying to understand everybody's side in all of this, but I don't know. I think I think it was a very, the way it was handled, I think was inappropriate, but moreover, the way it was handled, it's just going to cause her so much more problems in the long run, because it's like when you do something like this really public, just in my experience, not that it's going to happen this way or anything like that. It's just in my experience, and you guys have all watched it. When you start seeing any creator do a flip flop or start frequenting the hate channels, the true crime community is pretty much done with them, and then basically the hate channels will use them up until they're no longer benefit to them, and then they toss them away too. And I just hate seeing that happen. But we've seen it over and over again with
you are the hate channels, Bet. You are the hate channels. I mean, look what y'all did. Look at what y'all continue to do. Y'all are the real fucking hate channels. And let me tell you something else. You don't belong to the true crime community. You're not a true crime channel. You are a fucking shit starting tragedy pimp channel. Drama. Crama. You are not true crime.
Multiple creators.
I mean, and something
matter of
else I
fact,
find
you
odd.
said it yourself on your paperwork for court. You said it yourself. You're a fucking criminal out on a $20,000 bond. A flop at life.
Well, and you mean to tell me that over 17,000 people tuned in to listen to her talk about her dog and the same old BS that she talks about every day, but not 17,000 on every single live she does? Make that make sense.
Yeah, those views were bought.
As soon as they start flip-flopping, or they show people that they have the ability to flip-flop over emotional stuff, they start losing the attention of their audience. And with her being so new, I don't know if that is really the best strategy. I think this should hopefully is a learning lesson, and maybe there's different ways to handle stuff. I can't imagine that this is less stressful than it was. And if it is less stressful than it was, I would be very concerned. Why is she getting less stressed by going on to the hate channels and stuff like that? There's nothing good that can ever come to circulating on the channels that she was circulating on, except to try to hurt people. And I'm just not okay with that. I'm just not okay with that, because those people have done such great harm to so many people. It's just a sad situation. Do you think Sebastian was taken or in a lie? Well, Anthony, many people that have watched me know my opinion.
Well, see, that's the problem. Not very many people have watched you like that are new, that know you're a piece of shit, and every case you've touched has crumbled to shit. That's why we have to remind them of who you are.
How many missing kids has Betty found?
None. Not one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Playboard shows Betty got 802 views on this live, not 17,000. Come on now, Betty.
On the Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers case, and it's the same opinion that I've had since about 2 weeks into this, until about around the March 18th, 19th timeframe. I from the point when I started realizing how much the parents, the mom and her husband, had important parts, inconsistent statements. It's hard for me to say this kind of Seth watches, but I've already told him this. I've never. I don't believe he's with us because of my past experience and statistics. And the behaviors and the fact that his mom and her husband spent more time trying to throw me in jail than they ever did for fighting Sebastian. I think that the writing, in my opinion, is on the wall for that. But I do care about Seth.
Another lie.
About his story, and his mission is to bring his son home and to bring his son home safely. And therefore,
another lie. And another one.
Betty, they took you to court and got ROs on you because you stalked and harassed them. The video was played for you and the judge and everybody else in that courtroom, and that judge saw you stalking and harassing them, so he granted the 4 POs. Right. No matter what BS you spit out of your mouth about it, they were granted. The judge approved them. You have 4 ROs against you from the mom, the stepdad, and the step-grandparents. if it's wrong, get your funky ass to Tennessee, go to fucking court, and prove that it's wrong. Don't ask for another continuance. Until then, shut the fuck up and quit talking about them. Like the judge told you.
Listen, I think I might go to court April 14th. Or what is it? 6th? When did her court date get moved to? Is it the 14th or the 16th? When is it? You know what? What day her court got moved to?
Oh, I thought I was talking. I was
14th or the
muted.
16th?
I think it's the 16th. Her appeals is the 2nd.
April 2nd, and then the 16th. Okay, I might go the 16th. I might go to that court date.
Now, if she has her appeal and she loses, yeah. Because if the appeal's over and it's denied, I don't see her getting another continuance. And I think that in my opinion, that's what she's scared of.
You see what Harley said? Can I pet that flabby upper arm? My goodness, quick. Leave her alone, dude.
You know, and it's crazy to me that, stuff was said about, this sheriff's office isn't corrupt. Nobody's ever thought it was corrupt. Like, do y'all forget what Betty was spewing out of her mouth just a couple months ago before, I guess, Tony and them told her to shut the fuck up? When she got arrested, this police department was as corrupt as fuck. And you can't tell me she still don't think that way. Betty's like, oh, I understand, the dad doesn't want us to talk like that, blah, blah, blah. That means you're taking fucking barking orders. Because it wasn't long ago when you was out here screaming, that sheriff's department is corrupt. They will arrest innocent people when they will arrest you even if you don't commit a crime, blah, blah, blah. How many times did Betty dog whistle her audience to call in and have a fucking audit done on the DA and and Eric Craddock? Like, now none of that happened? Everybody's just supposed to forget all of that? Forget all that was said? Forget all that happened? The only corrupt police department that's out there is the one that Betty doesn't agree with. The second you don't agree with her, you're corrupt.
Yeah, she's a fucking.
Yeah, she was gonna move to Tennessee.
What does Duty Ron call her? A jagaloon.
Yeah.
A jagaloon. That's fucking funny. Divine dropped a membership on us. Divine member for 6 months. I know that's right, baby. And Chobi, what is this? Chobi Blue Eyes dropped 5 of them on us. I appreciate you, baby. Thank you much. All right, let's keep it moving so we can turn this little fucking pigeon off.
I also partner with him on that mission. Despite my personal beliefs or my theories, I am here as support for Seth Rogers. But that's just my personal opinion based on a lot of factors, including my clear understanding of what most likely happened that night. He just had a stroke on the left side of the brain and has cancer and dialysis 3 times a week. Who are you talking about, Michelle? Did I miss something? Oh, I agree with you. I agree with you, Truth and Time. I think everybody knows she does it, and I don't think it's just. I think the reason why at this point it's probably done more damage than good is because this is Seth's son, and you're right. But if anybody has any information, you never want to discourage them from reaching out to law enforcement with legitimate needs and tips. But she knew it wasn't the will of this father or his team to be nasty to law enforcement. I have a reason, my personal bias of why I should feel like I would be okay in being nasty with law enforcement, and I don't, because of my respect for Seth and the fact that I want him to have that open. And not only that, that was one of the channel's first goals, is open communication with law enforcement for Seth. That was a channel goal for us that we were able to help accomplish. And anything to interfere with that is just not acceptable. And even that comes to, and I'm not saying anything that I haven't had to do myself. I've had to eat a lot of shit. Excuse my language. That's just the way it is. A lot of shit because of my own personal complaints and things that I feel with Sumner County on a personal level. And I have to put my BS aside for the sake of Seth and Sebastian. And as hard as that is for me to do, I do it. And I do it.
Well, yeah, you do it. You have no fucking choice, because you know why? Tony's the one that co-signed that bond, baby. Allegedly, from what I was told, in my opinion, you don't have a choice. Tony runs your ass now, from what I was told. You have to go by the playbook of what Tony says. If he says don't go after the cops, don't go after the police, and don't be talking shit to Craddock, you won't.
And in my opinion, that's the only reason why they may still have her around.
Yep.
Respectfully and gracefully every single day, because I know that it's the best thing for this case, and I know it's the best thing for Seth as well as Sebastian. Is it the best thing for me? Probably not. There's a lot that I'd like to say on any given day, and if I can put myself to the side for the sake of this child, certainly somebody that hasn't walked in my shoes can certainly put their BS aside for the sake of this child. So that's where I come from. I'm not saying anything I haven't personally done or had to walk through personally. So I'm speaking from a person of willing to do that for myself. I'm not saying do as I say, not as I do. I'm having to do the same thing, right? And if I can do it, certainly other people that have Sebastian's best interest at heart can do the same thing. And in all fairness, I do understand her point about trying to get some, child abuse charges and stuff like that on the mom and her husband. But at the end of the day, if charging them would tip them off to their strategy of prosecution for other matters, I could understand why they're withholding charging right now. Excuse me. Could they just have him somewhere because of the custody thing? Of course, it's a possibility. But the reason why I don't believe that.
Here she goes, getting into how she thinks he was murdered and killed and stuff. Harley member for 14 months. Can I pet your mullet? What happened to that hair? I guess she pulled it back. I don't fucking know, but it looks like a damn mullet to me. I don't know what the fuck she's got going on.
Yeah, a few minutes ago when she leaned over to pick Delilah up, you could see the little Brett thing in her hair.
Let's see, we're at 40, 50 right now. Let's see, where's...
You passed it.
Did I? You stop me when you see it.
Yeah, I will. It's coming up. Okay, go back like 10 seconds. Go back right before. Yeah, right.
Right in here somewhere?
Yeah. Right when she picks up the dog, she turns her head and you can see
the Friday
it.
Before all this happened, I think
I will turn the volume off. You said the dog. So the dog comes up right here. It's like forward right here. There, right there. She turns her head right there.
Yeah, and you can see
right
the little
there.
clip thing.
So she's got it in a clip up there. Half up, half down.
Yeah.
It still looks like a funky ass mullet.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to disagree there, but...
That's too fucking funny. All right, where are we at? 40, 50? Okay.
Certain laws are different from state to state, especially in a situation. This is a complicated case. It's not cut and dried. It's not easy. You can just go file papers and that's that. The child's missing, and it's very rare that custody takes place while a child's missing. So, going in, and is there a route forward to sever parental rights or get primary custody of Sebastian? There might be, and there also might be a reason why that hasn't taken place at this juncture. It might be because the attorneys don't think it's appropriate at the moment. There may be some hurdle that will make it more difficult, more expensive. We don't know what those are, and it's not like Seth is made of money. It's not like he has money growing on trees. It's not a case like that. So it's hard for me to speak on his behalf. I can only give you theories or assumptions, based on experience or what could be taking place. But certainly, don't know what the reason, nor have I had a discussion with Seth about that. What would you believe the motives to unalive this child by? I think it's very simple. I think if you look at the history, Anthony, you'll see a family falling, it was a family not built on a good foundation. And Chris is in my opinion, a narcissist. So, it's always when everything isn't going right, it's everybody else's fault. And I think that they were so far in separation and in their own ways. Like he's had multiple affairs. I can tell you that I know that there were at least 2 women in Alabama, and that was in 2021. So we have infidelity, which isn't a surprise. I mean, Katie shouldn't be surprised about that. She's wife number 5, and he's barely scratching 40 years old. That shows you who Chris is as a person. But why would the motive be? I think it was pressure.
We won't talk about what shows Seth as a person, okay? We won't talk about that.
Nothing like a stalker admitting that they're stalking.
Right.
Sure, I think, and I've said this many times, I think Katie just snapped. I think something happened that day.
Okay, here she goes.
They had a very, very busy day. I mean, they were at BJ's, with friends. He's autistic, so I didn't realize, overstimulation or what that means. And it means that they're kind of amped up. And so they're going home after, he looks pretty relaxed and stuff, but you can see that there were some things displayed, like when he was walking in and holding his ears. And it didn't seem like he was very happy leaving Strikes and Spares. I haven't seen the footage or stills of that, but I've heard that he didn't seem like his happy-go-lucky. If you notice a lot about him, he smiles a lot, right? And he didn't seem like his happy-go-lucky self. And one of the first things his father had said after seeing the footage from the Texas Roadhouse months ago from law enforcement was his son didn't appear to be that happy.
What?
And his son is so happy when they go out to dinner that he thought of that as being very, very odd. So, could he have had a meltdown? Now he's also hitting puberty, getting an adolescence, so he's a little bit stronger than he once was. I did recognize on a photo that was presented as his photo for his endangered child alert was the one where he has optimism on it. You could see like almost a perfect thumbprint on his Adam apple, and it makes me wonder how he got that there. But I truly believe inside that home. And
how many kids have you put fake bruises on? How many fucking pictures and how many kids have you fucking put fake ass bruises on? Now you're saying he had a fucking bruise on his Adam's apple or whatever the fuck on his throat? Get the fuck out of here, Betty. Stop.
Well, and it's kind of odd that when Seth first saw that footage of the Texas Roadhouse, he was as happy as can be. Wasn't anything wrong with Sebastian.
Right.
Now, all of a sudden, he wasn't happy?
Oh, they come up with the dumbest fucking shit ever. They will fucking just come up with the dumbest shit ever. Hold on. Beer Cane Island BHB called Manatee County Chairman George K. She loved him 2 weeks ago, but in February 2021, she called him a felon and should be arrested and removed from his position. Yeah, she's fucking out there, man.
Is that the one that she welcomed back just a couple weeks ago and said that he shouldn't have been fired when he wasn't fired? Is that the same one?
Her thoughts and theories are crazy. Probably. I blame the courts at this point. The judge is allowing this to continue.
Well, see, I mean, I do get that, but I also get what Queen had said about, it's a process. Like she has to have her appeals heard first.
Yep,
and
it is. That's the only reason why they're waiting is because she's got to be heard on that matter first before she can be heard on this one. So here we go.
By the time, things happen.
We're almost done with this, and then we're going to go on over here to Tone. Watch him for a minute.
In a split second, and by the time, things calm down, I think I believe in this oh shit factor, and that's what I call it, the oh shit factor. And what that basically means is that, something happened, shit, what did I do, type of thing. And I think that's what prompted the 3-hour call. I honestly believe, this is just my theory. This is not fact or anything like that. There are certain things that fill in some of these that I can plug in and say are fact, but it seems to me in my theory that the 3-hour call was setting up, making sure there's a checklist. I mean, it sounds to me like Chris is a, operations planner or supervisor or something in his past military life. So I think it was, etching out a plan to figure this out. I think by the time they got off the phone, it was around 11:45 to midnight. And that gave him the opportunity to drive back from Memphis. It would bring him right into town, right about the time around 3:30. Everything can kind of take place. And then he's off back to work, getting back, to home or in that area by about 6:15. Being able to be on work and clocked in by 7 a.m. But I think the motive is his mom just snapped. And I think it was easy for her to snap because she's been with Chris for years. And
that's not possible, Betty. It's not possible.
Talks about his son. I think it was just constantly living with Chris and putting her son down.
He can't be in Hendersonville at 3 to 3:30 when you've got this make-believe car out there and then be back in Memphis on his job site in 3.5 hours or that takes him 3.5 hours to get there and be there by 6:30. The math ain't mathin'. Quit with the word salad.
It's ridiculous.
Truly believe that Katie started resenting her own child. Since they moved into the house that they're at Stafford Court, within 1 month of moving in there, Chris was already reaching out to Seth to take his son full time. They no longer wanted anything to do with Sebastian. And when Seth couldn't take him immediately, they were trying to put him into a residential home. Once they realized how expensive those residential homes were, they were willing to wait for Seth to get everything set up so Sebastian to go stay with him full time. And right before he went to go stay with his father full time, he just so happens to disappear. And the date that Sebastian was called in missing was exactly 8 years to the day that Katie filed for divorce from Seth. So there are a lot of indicators of something here, and it doesn't make anything or anyone feel well about the situation at hand. Kelly, no, never heard of that before. Hey, Just Debbie, it's nice to see you, love. Becky says, I love Julie. She is under stress with her son. It should be about Sebastian, not other creators, in my opinion. Yeah, but if that's the case, then people need to learn their limits and unplug before they do damage, because I have to say that this is damage, and even later down the road, she's most likely going to feel the repercussions of this. And it's not me saying that, I'm just speaking from experience. I've got no ill will toward anybody. I just want people to refocus back on Sebastian, but I think she's going to have long-term effects from this outburst, and I really, really wish for her sake she would have played the tape through. That's all I can say. BHB, but they went shopping. Are we sure he doesn't have any? Yeah, I'm confident that think about it. What is she the boy has 2 pairs of shoes. I mean, he's got a handful of shirts in his room. I mean, it's not like he had all these shoes and all these clothes. I mean, of course she's going to say it's based because, he's got tics and issues and stuff like that. Well, then why doesn't he have, a lot of different clothes with that imprint on it, so he have more selection to choose from? I mean, it just didn't seem like she treated him well. She would get him stuff as he needed, but it seemed to me that it would be few and far between. He'd have to outgrow something, and it just seems like he had XYZ amount of shirts, XYZ amount of pants, XYZ amount of shorts, and XYZ amount of shoes, and that's all they allowed.
And you know this how? How do you know?
I don't know if that's true. That's just my opinion. It could be completely far off base, but no, I don't think that they bought him clothes. Because I don't think it was premeditated. Everybody has this, they believe it's premeditated. They planned on all this. I don't. And there's 2 reasons why I don't. And I've maintained those 2 reasons since I've said there's 2 reasons that there isn't, which has been a really, really, really long time. And anybody that's followed me for a significant amount of time knows that the 2 reasons are the 3-hour phone call and the shoes. His shoes still being there. I believe the 3-hour call was the planning of what they needed to do now that the situation is upon them. And I think the shoes were an oversight, because I believe Sebastian had made it home because of the shoes for a long time. Knowing that he was on a dash cam solidifying he made it home was no shocker to me. It was a shock to other people, but it was no shock to me. So I had always believed he came home. I've been believing Sebastian has been hidden, but I have had a dream and a vision. I don't think he's with us, but I'm believing God to bring him home, in my opinion. Yeah, and that's what it comes down to. It's the reason why I didn't have those beliefs is because of the mom's behavior. She was cold, she was callous, but who would subject themselves and their family through all of this if it wasn't a lot worse than we anticipated it to be? That's just the common sense and problem solving that my brain produces. And I've said that multiple times in the past, like, who would be willing to subject themselves to this? There's a lot more going on here, and I can tell you that based on my gut, that means that it's a lot worse than we can imagine. I feel like this is kind of Leilani Simon-esque, just saying. In my opinion, this was planned. That's why
it's taken so long to find
Sebastian. Well planned. Yeah, I do think it was well planned, but I think that it was well planned within 3 hours. If this was a premeditated situation, they would have had no reason to be on the phone for 3 hours. That to me is the key to whether this was a premeditated act or this was a something that just happened. And that 3 hour, because if it was planned, they would have already, I can already see the psychology behind it. They don't want to be on the phone too much to raise suspicion. They'll be like, I'll call you, our keyword or text word will be this, or I'll just call you and just tell you good night and you'll know it's done. It wouldn't have required 3 hours. 3 hours to me, in my opinion, is when they were setting in plan what to do now after this situation. Again, just my theory. There's no right or wrong answers with this because we don't know what happened. But don't come in here and saying that there's nothing to see over in that camp, because that's where my blood starts boiling. Because anybody that can't see that they were the last people, there was only one person. We always look for motive, means, and opportunity. And who was the last person to be known with the victim? And were any of the people them or any of the people that they came in contact with have any injuries? And the answer is Katie was with Sebastian last. Nobody saw him after Katie saw him. And Chris had clear, visible markings. Those markings I have always believed were Woods, because I
sure the fuck is.
somebody, I would, in my opinion, in your camp, put those fucking scratches on Chris's arms. You
Yep.
sick fuck.
Something's going on with that. What is this? Mama of 3, member for 13 months. Got my golden crown. Hell yeah, babes. Glad you're here. I'm glad we're done because I'm losing my patience with this bitch.
Yeah, she pisses me the fuck off.
We done with this or what?
It's your show, but I'm good with it.
I mean, yeah, there really much, you know what I'm saying, much else on there that's worth a fuck, you know?
I mean, not probably anything else that we haven't already heard 50 million times coming out of her mouth that's a lie.
Exactly. True Krama made a good one. Says Brittany J insults Nana. Let's watch this real quick. And then we'll move on to Tony up on the panel with Justin. All right, this is True Crime. I'm gonna drop her link in the chat. Make sure you guys go sub up to her. This was just done like an hour or two ago. So make sure you guys go hit the like button and sub up to her so she share this out and stuff so she gets the stuff, you know, gets in the algorithm with it. All right, here we go.
I have no respect. I have no respect for anybody.
Nope. Nope.
Not a single person that goes over there. I'm sorry. No.
Guessing she's talking about my fucking panel or channel, but it says after Julie Skolnick went on Jay for Justice's panel, Brittany says she has no respect for anyone, not a single person who goes over there. She seems to have forgotten that Nana was just over there 3 days ago.
Yeah, didn't Nana go up on Jay's or something?
Yep. And she's been mad about it since here.
Oh, I'm not sorry. Hell no, I'm not sorry. I have no respect for anybody who's that weak to go over there to these people. I just don't.
Brittany.
3 days ago. Here we go.
Donkey.
Hey, Nana.
Oh, hey.
All right, don't be all defensive right off the bat. All right.
I'm not defensive. I said,
By the way, thank you for the Cooterville clip. It's actually very funny.
It is.
Welcome to Cooterville. Everybody close your legs. Everybody coming in, close your legs. I thought it was. Thank you.
It is. It is funny.
How's your husband doing?
Let's not go there.
Oh no.
Southern-ish. She was nice though. She did drop Jay $100 super sticker, so that was really super sweet of Southern-ish. Brittany, Brianna says, hold on, let me see. Well, that's fine. Not a single person who goes there likely has any respect for Beej in the first place. So, right. Come on, man.
Just want to ask her how she.
I'll talk to Jay. The rest of you, I'll shut up.
Okay.
Thank you, Brittany. I wasn't weak. I wasn't weak when I went over there.
No, not. I'm talking. No. Hold on. Let me clarify. I'm talking about people that go over there and
get entertained off of them.
Basically, flip flopping. Basically, is what I'm saying. I have no respect for anybody who's that weak to go over there to these people. You know what I mean? I will say, Nana, me and you are different. I wouldn't have went on their panel and given them anything, but I don't look at you as like you're not like flip flopping. But no, I'm not talking about Nana doing it, y'all.
No, she did awesome.
I'm talking about I guess I need to clarify more. What I'm saying is I have no respect for people that go over there and who basically flock to that side.
Okay. That makes sense.
As the text messages read, Nana's having sundowner symptoms for real tonight. Good grief. Good night. Get some sleep. And then she goes, I went off. I can't with her. She's drunk as a fucking drunk skunk. And the chat babies the shit out of her. They have to know she's drunk. I should have ended it way earlier when I started feeling frustrated or getting frustrated. She don't understand anything. I have to repeat myself and explain shit over and over and get to cut the fuck off doing it.
Yeah.
We're not talking about Nana in that fashion. No. Nana took care of
No,
herself.
Nana has all the right to stand up for herself wherever,
Right.
whenever. She's not over there, Dusty's for the resties with the
She
Marines.
tried to get shit out of me, and I told her no, I'm not talking about that.
Yep,
And
and
then
I've been
UA
there, done
opened her
that
mouth,
before.
and I told her I didn't like her. Shut up.
I love it every minute of it.
Oh, she's so proud of being a rude bitch, huh? I didn't know she was so proud of that.
Yeah, I mean, that was really funny, huh?
All right, well, let's get her.
That was the only reason she brought me up there, was she was trying to get shit out of me.
And God forbid if y'all.
Quit lying, Nana. Jay was respectful and brought you up to discuss her issues with BJ, and you decided to be rude.
Get anything from tonight, please don't go over there.
No.
And Nana, please, even you, don't go over there and give them an ounce of your time. Because when you go over there and you do that, even though it's to defend yourself, you're giving them validity and they don't deserve an ounce of it.
Oh, believe me, I won't go back there again. I told you, they're idiots. They're stupid. I'm not talking to stupid people. I can't talk to stupid people.
Nana went up there. I gotta
get off
tell
that
you, Nana,
panel then.
she
Shit.
earned
You got
some
to tell
points
UA.
for me, like
Better get off
some
that panel you're
respect
on.
points that day.
You
She
know
was like, "Shut up, UA. I don't like you. I'm not talking to you."
Shit, you better get off that panel you're on right now. Huh.
I look at him as like the big bad wolf and the piggies. All the piggies go over there. I promise you, it won't ever happen again. But I had to get my point across, and then when I realized they were so stupid, I was like, "What the hell? Why did I even come over here to try to talk to stupid people? Why do you want to talk to stupid people?"
As you continue to sit on a panel that just sleeps.
Just close
and
your eyes and
snores.
think it's the big bad wolf. Know how that big bad wolf has those teeth hanging down like that and those crooked looking eyeballs? Like, hee hee, I'm going to get one of those little piggies. Oh, yes, I am.
Did you go over to listen to Nana? Just the Aryan. I heard the where she was telling UA off.
Brand new. Everybody close your legs. Everybody coming in and close your legs.
That's too funny. Everybody coming in, close your legs.
How embarrassing.
All right. All right, we're gonna take our field trip on over here to Justin's. All right. Sorry about that. I had a phone call come in. All right. All right. Just. So they're going over Jules. Hold on. Tony, right here he comes up. Okay. So the lab and Justin are going over Julie's meltdown. Okay. Now check this out. Tony pops up.
You're Seth. None of them are, or not the parents. The police are corrupt. Sorry, hold on, Tony. My mouse is. There we go, Tony. You're on.
All right, he's up here.
Hello.
Hey, how you guys doing? How you doing, Josh?
He's definitely coming to do some, PR moves. He's coming to smooth things over.
Damage control, maybe?
Yeah. A whole lot of it. A whole lot of it.
I think he's taking a call, maybe.
Okay. How you doing, Justin?
I'm good. Hanging in. Holding on.
Can you make that music quit playing by chance?
Yeah. Hold on. There you go.
Much better. So I appreciate you having me on for a few minutes here.
Sure.
I guess we're at a point in your show. I'm sorry, I've been tied up where I can address some of this Julie stuff. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, first off,
she's welcome to come up. She's welcome. Julie's welcome to come up. All she has to do is text me or write it in chat.
yeah, absolutely. I mean, I have no issue at all with her being up here. So first off, Seth and I don't know Julie at all. Neither one of us have ever spoken with her. We have never reached out to her, nor have we been asked to reach out to her. I honestly don't know what the lady's upset about. I know she supported Seth for quite some time, and really think that she supported me as well. I'm not sure what changed with that. My understanding is that she was upset over trying to reach out to me and me not getting back with her, which again, I have never had anyone reach out to me. And
You notice one thing he doesn't say?
this is Julie's phone number. She'd like you to call her. As you well know, I'm open to have a conversation with anybody as long as it's respectful, even if we don't see eye to eye. And I think you of all people can attest to that.
Of course.
Yes. He doesn't say that he'd never had someone else reach out to her.
So there's that. The Tony Fire, which I keep getting messages that I allegedly was somebody named Tony Fire and was in Josh's live the other night bullying this woman. I have one YouTube username, and this is it. It's been this, as you know, from day one. I don't have the time, nor do I care.
Time, Tony. You're always literally traveling. Literally.
Yeah, I mean, I think I've got 10 followers or something like that, and I don't have the time, the energy, or the desire to create another YouTube username.
Mm-hmm.
So, the problem with this lady, and again, I don't know her, and I'm not speaking, negatively about her, but there's just a lot of things she's saying that just aren't true. The Tony Fire username obviously is not true. I summoned all you guys to go attack her is clearly not true. And two of my closest content creator friends are on the screen with me right now. And, have I ever asked you to go fight a fight for me ever?
Not a second. And if you did, I would literally look at you and tell you to probably scratch something because you wouldn't say that.
No, I wouldn't. And
you don't need that. It solves nothing.
Yeah. And going back to Friday when this all started, I didn't even know what was going on with this lady. My phone was blowing up. You reached out to me. 4 or 5 other content creators reached out to me. I was out of town trying to spend time with our daughter on her, birthday weekend, so to speak. And my phone's blowing up. And, and I even told you that I was busy and I didn't have time to deal with it.
Yeah.
So as far as me knowing what was going on, that's not accurate. As far as me caring enough to have somebody go attack this lady, I mean, it's not my style. First off, second off, if I had an issue with her, I would have talked to her directly, or would have asked someone to have her reach out to me. But next thing I know, the ladies on on a live crucifying me, and still to this day, I don't know what I've done to the lady. Never had a conversation with her.
Right.
And then regarding, we have people that we are grateful for that they support Seth, and we have people that we actually work with. And if somebody actually supports Seth and his whole team and is in contact with what is important to Seth and his team, those are generally the people that Seth and I will work with. And
well, Tony, I didn't, I didn't like you when I first started, right? Remember that? I didn't like you, but I still supported Seth, right? And I didn't, and you were fine. You were absolutely, so.
Tony, I didn't get my packet this week. Can you re-email that to me?
I'll send it.
I hadn't made it down to that baloney yet, but I was working my way there.
Oh, I was just wanting to know if I could get my extra packet.
Yeah, I mean, so let me go over three things. First off, I don't know what these packets are. You guys are two of my closest content friend creators. I don't know that I don't know that you guys have ever got anything from us, email, anything like that, let alone.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Some of these things, bullshit. You shut the fuck up. You shut your mouth. Yes, you have sent out emails. Yes, you have.
God.
The gaslighting and the lying, I can't. What the fuck is really going on here?
Yeah, notice that he hasn't said that he never had someone reach out to Julie for him. He never said that. He said that she never reached out to him or never had anyone reach out to him to give him Julie's info. Tony, you're lying.
Hell yeah, he's lying. Fuck yeah.
Things these people concoct in their mind just blows me away. I mean, I had clips of these people talking about these packets while I was fishing today, and I mean, I can't make this up. I mean, I don't have a clue I don't know if this has to do with Smiley showing notes on a live. I don't know where it even came.
Well, that's what supposedly Smiley showed when Smiley takes notes every live that she does because she forgets things, right? Like a lot of us do. And so she goes down and she supposedly showed her, there were talking points that she wanted to say, and that's the packet. That's the whole story.
Yeah, so
some people.
There's been no packets. I mean, and again, if people don't like me or they don't like Josh or they don't like you, Justin, I mean, there's probably more people don't like Josh and I than there is you. But but the truth is, if they don't like you, they don't trust you, they don't believe you, and so.
Well, this is my thing. I never, like, when I have to do these on the very rare occasions, I don't do these things for them because these people, they're not even open to reality. Honestly,
Well, and I got to tell you, I got involved early on. The first couple months, I would address some of the people that irritated me, and it was not productive. I addressed some TikTokers, I addressed some YouTubers, and at the end of the day, it wasn't productive for Seth at all. It really wasn't productive for me. And for the last 8 to 10 months, if I don't like a content creator, I don't watch their channel. I don't address them. I don't talk to them. I don't talk about them. It kind of comes back to, it really doesn't help bring Sebastian home, and it's not what Seth wants. And Seth is, I think you guys can both attest, the only thing I've ever asked of the creators that we work with, as far as asking them what to do or what not to do on their show, it's just been one thing, Justin. And what is that?
Thank you, Brett. Keep it about
But you
Sebastian.
didn't have a problem joining
I say every week, I don't want to see drama.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. Yeah.
And that's it. I don't say.
Oh, he's lying his ass off.
Yeah, no problem at all joining a lawsuit in Pennsylvania, but this takes away from Sebastian, right?
This is what you can talk about. This is what we'd like you to talk about. This is a narrative I'd like you to push. You've even reached out to me a couple times, Justin, and said, "Hey, what would you guys like me to talk about?"
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
and,
that I have. Sure.
And every time I've said I don't really have anything.
Never given me an answer.
Yeah. So, but anyway, so there's been no packets. Before I go to the other two things, I want to say that I don't know how this all even got started. I know that this list thing, and I know that Michelle and Julie got into it. I think that what people need to understand is Michelle was trying to tell her that we don't like people going real life on people. And that's what she was trying to do. And she was trying to address something that had been addressed 6 or 7, 8 months ago. And Michelle was trying to politely tell her that this is something that has already been addressed. You don't need to tie up Sumner County's resources and go down this road again.
Right.
And she looked at it as Michelle was defending this person
Right, like she was, oh, well, why don't you want me to go to this? You
Yeah,
know,
like
and
there
that's
was
what it
some
becomes.
conspiracy or something like
Yes.
that. When I tell you that problem was addressed, it was addressed very aggressively. And we don't want people calling the DA. We don't want people calling Sumner County about a potential leak in their department that was addressed 7-8 months ago, because we've only got one detective whose primary responsibility is Sebastian. And we don't want him clogged up with phone calls about things that have already been handled.
Exactly.
So that's what Michelle was trying to do. And then, of course, you know, Bliss Blessings got involved in this. And I can tell you right now that, and I understand why you went in Julie's live.
That's why I went in.
Yeah, I understand why you went in to defend her, because quite frankly, if anybody questions Bliss Blessings' integrity, you need to look at them funny, because they don't know her at all.
Mm-hmm.
She is probably one of the kindest, highest integrity people I've ever dealt with in my life.
Exactly. And that's why I went in, because, you know, I don't usually just step in and say something in someone's, you know, but she, you know, Bliss was just in there and she's just like, respectfully, Julie, I'm not going to do this. And Julie asked her a question. She's like, well, something about a rag doll or rag something.
Yeah,
and
that was
Bliss said,
the,
I don't know anything about that. And she just left. And Julie just completely unmodded her and blocked her.
Well, that was the username of the lady that was on TikTok that had the boyfriend inside of Sumner County. And again, it was just, it was something that didn't need to be talked about. It had already been handled. And you know, this creator list thing.
Well, I didn't know anything about that though. I was, you know, I'm not from TikTok or anything. So.
Right. And this creator list thing, Michelle put a list together on Facebook on our group.
Mm-hmm.
The girls that mod that don't check with me before they do things. They don't have to. They don't check with me before they make posts.
Sure.
She made we had people posting things in that group from creators that did not support Seth. So Michelle put together a list of creators that we support. And that's all it was. I was not involved in creating the list. I didn't know about it till a couple of days after it had come out, and people were, you know, all up in arms about it. So, you know, this quote unquote list is not a list that Seth and I created. I mean, you know, if I were to go back and look at the list, I would say that I would agree with the people that were on the list, but I can't tell you because I don't remember seeing the list. So, and I can guarantee you there was a lot more than 4 or 5 people on there. I think there's 12 or 13.
I guess it was just a list that where like Seth supports. Is that what the list is? I mean,
it was basically a list of creators that our team supports that we will allow posting of their videos in that group. I think that was the context.
Gotcha.
So, you know, I don't know what to say about that. I mean, you know, there's it's like we talked about today. You know, if you live in a small town like I do, you know, you've got you probably support all your local restaurants in town, but you've got 5 to 7 that you eat at on a regular basis. Well, those would be the ones that you quote unquote work with, right?
Sure.
So when you're going through a situation like this and you find creators that support not only Seth, but his whole team, those are generally people that you're going to agree to work with. I don't really think that is that abnormal in business. So
absolutely.
I'm not sure.
Try like 23. There was like 23, 24 people on that fucking list. And bullshit, Michelle modded for Julie. If Michelle made the list, she would have included Julie, knowing Julie's stance. Good fucking point, microwave. Good point. Boom, baby. You still up here, small town girl?
Yep.
Okay.
What is off about that? I mean, you know, would we want to work with people that didn't support Seth and his team? Now, if somebody supported Seth and not the rest of us, we'd still be grateful. We'd be grateful that they supported Seth, but our team isn't going to work with them if they're not supporting our team.
Right.
And I wouldn't expect anybody else to do that.
Sure.
So as far as this claim that she was asked to take this petition down, again, I've never spoken to her. A common creator friend that reached out to me and told me that, hey, I know you guys are now having really good communication with law enforcement. Julie has got this petition up to, you know, something against them to get them off the case or whatever. And she said, she kind of gave me the lowdown on what the petition said. And she said Sebastian's name was in it. And she asked me if I would like her to talk to Julie. And I said, well, at very least, I would like her to take Sebastian's name off of it. And I would encourage her that if she supports Seth to take the petition down, because it's not helping Seth. And that's it. There was no, if she doesn't do it, I'm going to be angry. Because quite frankly,
explain why you asked that, Tony.
Well, if people support Seth, then they're going to support his decision to support law enforcement.
Right.
And if you don't support that, then you're not truly supporting Seth. Because if you're out here and you're connected to supporting or working with us and you're bashing law enforcement, you run the risk of cutting off his communication with them.
Of course.
And so, you know, and that
That's
should
the
have
most
been
important
common
thing. That's the most important thing.
That's right. That's right. And so, you know, we just simply asked our mutual connection that was communicating through the two of us if, you know, if she could at least take his name off of it. And if she really supported Seth, it's not helping having this petition up. Well, she chose not to take the petition down, which was fine. We didn't get mad. I mean, Seth and I don't have anything to do with this lady. So we don't go watch her show or anything like that on a regular basis. We didn't get mad at her. We didn't retaliate. I mean, this was months ago. Actually, in the last, I'm going to say about 6 weeks ago, I saw that she was doing a live. I listened in a little bit. There was nobody else live. I was working, just kind of listening. And I thought that she was doing a pretty good job. And I went in like I do with a lot of creators just to say, hey, we appreciate you. You're doing a good job. But when I went in to comment, my comment wasn't visible. I don't know if I was blocked or my comments were hidden or whatever. So then, you know, 3, 4, 5 weeks ago, I went in a total of 4 or 5 times up till about 2 weeks ago to say hey and tell her she was doing a good job. And every time my comment was invisible. So if we had wanted to support her, we couldn't have done it because, again, I was blocked.
Right.
She didn't just block your ass for no fucking reason, Tony. Nice goddamn try.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Julie has said multiple times that Tony and Seth have never come in her chat.
Exactly. So
So
why
now
lie
all of
down,
a sudden
Tony?
Tony's been in there 4 or 5 times, but his comment wasn't visible? Like, how fucking convenient is that?
Right. I'm not buying that. I'm not buying that at all. Not even a little bit.
Nope, me
No.
either.
No.
Show proof that you
Not
commented
buying
in
it.
there and it wasn't visible. Show proof.
Girl, you know he can't fucking show no damn proof. Life is good. Thank you for the $4 super sticker, and thank you very much for the membership, love. I appreciate you. Miss Hartley, can I pet that mullet? What happened to that hurt? Ryan Apple Snapple, he missed y'all. Sorry, I've been busy. Well, good to see you, love. Good to see you. And Divine, member for 6 months. Brianna says, well, that's fine. Not a single person who goes here likely has any respect for BJ in the first place. So y'all good.
And I'd never commented in any of her lives to be blocked. I hadn't gone in and said anything. I hadn't, you know, my first time commenting, I couldn't comment.
Right.
So I think that's about it, buddy. I don't know what else there is to clear up. I mean, you know, again, I don't want to be up here on a Sunday night dealing with this baloney, but
yeah, I mean,
you're watching basketball, aren't you?
That doesn't even make
I'm watching.
sense.
What were we watching?
I don't remember what it's called.
I'm watching some movie about some guy that was taking his daughter to a concert, and it turned out it was a setup to catch a serial killer or something.
That sounds interesting, actually.
Yeah, it was. I don't know. It's a Netflix movie.
Hey, was I on the list, by the way? I never saw or heard of the list.
I didn't either. I didn't even know that list.
Sweethearts, you've always been on the list. No, and I'll tell you this. Oh, it's called Trap, Josh.
Trap, okay.
Yeah, but anyway, you know, the funny thing is that we've had kind of an MO with the creators since a year ago, and that MO is when I came in, Seth had some people he liked. I had some people I liked from the other case I worked. We kind of meshed those together. We sat together and watched the creators, and some that he liked, we ruled out. Some that I liked, we ruled out. But as Justin, as you and I were talking about the other day, there's only really been 2 creators that for a year supported Seth and I both. And that was Josh and Betty. And that was it.
That's it. Yeah.
And, you know,
if you get a chance,
so we worked with people. We proved ourselves, our team. We let the creators.
So you mean to tell me that you went into Julie's chat and commented and your comment wasn't visible, and so you just left, but you tried again 4 or 5 times and you never tried to reach out to her and say, hey, Julie, my comments aren't showing up in your chat. You know, like, what's going on? That doesn't even make fucking sense.
Or ask Michelle, who's her mod, who's your friend.
Right.
To say, hey, I went into chat the other day and Julie has me blocked. Any idea why? It would take Michelle all of 2 seconds to text and say, hey, why is Tony blocked in your chat? And Julie would answer.
Right. So that's telling me that this never happened, that this is a fucking lie.
I believe Julie. I do. I believe Julie over Tony any day. Like,
yeah.
I hate to say that, but I mean, seriously, I really do. I don't believe his nonsense bullshit. I believe her over him any day.
Yeah. I mean, you go into a creator that's supposedly backing you and your comments aren't visible. You don't think that why didn't you have that Jay from Crime Time Buzz reach out? That's who you had reach out when you wanted the petition
To shut
taken
the
down.
thing down. Yeah. So, yeah. Why
But
not
you
have
just
her reach
let it
out and
go?
say, hey, why am I blocked in your chat? What happened?
Yeah, but you just let it go this whole time, and now you're making it an issue if that was the case. I'm not buying it.
Yeah. Lordy Lord.
Creators prove themselves before we decided that we wanted to work with them. I reached out to some of the ones that I thought, we'd like to try to talk to see, what they were so bent out of shape about. And I mean, we tried to work with darn near everybody. But, even you and Brittany and Mr. and Mrs. E will tell you they were skeptical at the beginning when I came in. But the difference is that none of you guys were going on there and doing what Julie did, which was attacking me. And again, it's not about me, but she was attacking me over things that I didn't even do.
Yeah, I didn't know. What the hell is?
And there's this thing called being an adult where if you don't like somebody, you just don't go around them. You don't have to talk about them. I'm not going to sit up here and say anything bad about her.
Yeah, I rarely listen to anybody that I don't like or go around them.
Yeah, I mean, in the world we live in, the real world off the platform, that's kind of what we teach our kids to do. If you don't like somebody, you don't need to talk about them. You don't need to let them control your happiness. Just stay away from them.
Robin, nobody turned on anybody. So let's get that straight.
But
damn, Justin sounded serious as fuck with that. Nobody turned on anybody. Let's get that straight right now.
But yet Tony's going up on this live on Justin's to talk about Julie. But if it's a creator that they don't like, they just don't watch them.
Right.
Got it.
Yeah.
I would say now we've got about 8 to 10 creators that we work with, and we've got about 15 to 20 that we support. And the number of people we work with grows by the month, and the number of people that we support grows by the month. And, we shouldn't have to explain to anybody why we work with people or why we support them. That's kind of Seth's decision. But in any situation like this, you're going to find people you can network with that make your life easy when you're going through the worst time in your life.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, and I mean, a lot of it is just turned into like entertainment for a lot of people.
Well, it's
right.
There's nothing about Sebastian. It's about everything except Sebastian.
Right. And I mean, I feel the need to address things from time to time, just for the people that support us to know, what the truth is that don't already know. But if it were up to Seth, we wouldn't address anything ever, and I mean ever.
That's generally how I am. Generally.
I mean, I know that for a fact too. Yeah, absolutely. He wants no part of it.
Yeah, and it's because when you put weight in missing your child versus somebody saying something bad about you on YouTube, the weighting there is really off.
Well, there's nothing that amounts to YouTube. Like, there's nothing worse that really could happen to Seth. He's already been through. He's going through the worst thing ever. You know what I mean? So this little stuff on YouTube is,
Well, the interview we did on the Lore Lodge, which, Aiden was somebody we supported, and then he became somebody that we worked with. Mob Crew the same way. But when we did that long interview on the Lore Lodge, I felt it was very important to address a lot of the things that had been piling up, because it was taking a lot of time having to deal with those things behind the scenes. And I know that Aiden was doing his best to put a lot of the rumors to rest. But Seth Rogers didn't want any part of addressing anything, because he doesn't think that that any of that stuff matters at all.
Right.
I'm still glad we did it. And I think when all the dust settled, he was glad that we did it. But, it was a lot of time that was spent focused on something other than his son. And he's been very consistent about that.
And by the way, I wasn't happy about it. And I'm pretty sure I told you that. And for everybody saying that, we take orders from anybody, Tony and I have had many conversations where we did not see eye to eye about certain things, but it was never so dramatic that it was like, I can't stand you or anything like that. It was just fundamentally, I just thought there were some things that didn't need to be addressed that were addressed, and some things that maybe should have been. And, Tony's never told me to say anything. Seth has never told me to say anything. And even if they came to me and said, "Hey, can you do this for me?" I mean, depending on what it is, I may or may not. Nobody's.
But you'd be doing it. You'd be doing it if you did it as a friend.
Of course.
You wouldn't be doing it because you were getting undue pressure.
No, of course. That's exactly right. And I've told you there are things about aspects of the case that I won't partake in, or that I didn't personally approve of, and that was just on me. But I support Seth is a grown man, and he trusts you, and that's enough for me because I got to know you, and even before I knew you, my whole thought process was, look, this is Seth's child. He's calling the shots on this from his side. He's allowed to do that. So who am I to say, I think this person's a bad person when I didn't know you. I had no preconceived notions, and I had no bad feelings towards you either. But the heat was heavy.
Oh yeah.
People were telling me I don't trust him. And I'm like, well, until he gives you, like, what is it that you don't trust? Give me an example. And there was, well, I just don't like him. Well, that's different.
That's what it generally boils down to.
People don't like me, and I'm fine with that. Matter of fact, I kind of enjoy it.
Well, you and I had, I don't want to say some heated conversations, but we had some pretty good debates months and months ago.
Yeah.
And, we had a debate when Nick and Dog's team came in. I was standing in the Best Buy parking lot in Minot, North Dakota. I still remember that conversation. And we were 100% in disagreement on that. But in the disagreements that we've had, did you ever get off the phone and experience any kind of a blackballing from us or taken off of a list? Or
no, matter of fact, it was quite the opposite. It was that I appreciate your honesty and the way that you told me how you felt. And I mean, that's just I didn't know how else to go about it.
Hold on.
I wasn't gonna lie about it. I was just gonna say, yeah, I don't.
Wasn't Tony the one over there on TikTok wanting people to go after you, Queen, and JLR, and all these other people?
And Savage, yep.
Seems that they've forgotten about all that.
And see, you know what else is funny as fuck? This dumb motherfucking dumb shit Brit, BJ, she sits in her motherfucking chats talking about, oh, I dox Savage. This dumb fuck.
Yeah, this is fucking wild. Like, Tony can't tell the truth if his life depends on it right now.
Man.
So he got that Betty syndrome where he can't look at the camera when he's not telling the truth?
Cajun is the one who was sitting over there as one of the 2 a.m. girls that Cajun or whatever, doxing Savage the fuck out. So Cajun sits in your fucking chats while you're sitting here talking about doxing Savage this and Savage that, when Betty's the one who really doxed Savage the fuck out. And she doxed her own kids and grandkids and shit out when she put them all over her YouTube and connected it to her TikTok connected to her YouTube. We won't talk about that though. But you got the bitch sitting in your chats who was sitting over there on TikTok doxing the fuck out of us. Okay. Make it make sense.
And how's it going back to Sebastian again when Seth, he's saying Seth is all about Sebastian, and he didn't want to talk about that stuff on the Lore Lodge, but he doesn't have any problem signing his name to a court document in Pennsylvania. Right. Again, what does that have to do with finding Sebastian? He's probably not in Pennsylvania. So make it make sense, Tony. You're spewing the shit out of your mouth that doesn't even make sense.
A whole bunch of back-assward ass shit. Here we go.
I don't agree with it. There were times I wouldn't say they were heated, but it was definitely contentious, and both of us were trying to get our points across. But that wasn't for the air. That wasn't for YouTube. That was a private conversation. Several of them actually. And
when we hung up the phone, it was over.
It was over. That was all.
And I mean, that's kind of the way the real world works, at least in my life. We have a debate, a discussion. We don't try to destroy each other. We don't get up on a platform. And I will tell you, I am just a lot of these people that have spoke poorly on me or my family. To this day, I've still never said anything negative about them. Never spoke about them. Never even mentioned their names. I just don't get it. But it's definitely not me. It's not my style. And I can go to bed at night knowing that I know who I am, and the people that are close to me know who I am, and I know who Seth Rogers is. And I can go to bed at night knowing that I work for a guy that's innocent, and I work for a guy that loves his son, and I work for a guy that would walk through fire to find his son.
Yep.
So will his really mom and stepdad.
Same. If he's happy, with what's going on and he trusts the process, then so do I. Julie, again, I'm going to say, you're welcome to call in. You're welcome to come up on panel. Nobody will be attack you or anything. You had a bunch of questions for Tony the other day, and you was asking why he wouldn't answer them. This is an open platform for you right now to call in, join us.
Yeah, I don't know how I can answer questions that I don't know are being asked.
Right.
I mean,
He said I can't answer questions I don't know the answers to.
Yeah. Seems you've done a fine job of that tonight.
Well, that's your job, PR man.
We've never spoke on the phone. Nobody's ever reached out to me and said, hey, here's Julie's phone number. She's got questions. You know, I can guarantee you I've had a lot of phone conversations with people I couldn't stand. and Julie was not one of those people. She was not somebody I had a dislike for. So if I would have known that, you know, and I've lost a lot of respect for her now, but, you know, up until 3 days ago, if somebody would have sent me a message that she wanted to have a conversation, without a doubt, I would have called her.
Well, that's another thing too, Tony, was that I remember you, especially really early on, you were willing to talk to anybody.
Yep.
Anybody. I mean, I'm sure that's changed now, and rightfully so. I get that. But, you know, matter of fact, I was the one that put you and Justin in touch.
That's right. Yeah.
You know, and I, you know, I even told Justin, I said, look, man, he wants to talk to you. You know, you should give it a chance. Justin did. I mean, people think that everybody just falls in line, like, oh, you know, Seth tells everybody what to do, or Tony tells everybody what to do, and nothing could be further from the truth. I mean, we all function on our own and how we feel, and we don't all agree on everything. I don't agree. Justin knows that there's a lot of things that him and I haven't agreed on over the years. I mean, we just haven't. And I'm just not somebody that's going to go, well, I agree with you. If I don't
agree, supposed to agree on everything. That's just not the way it works.
Even within our own team. So we've got, you know, everybody knows that Seth and I have Michelle and Karen. Their names are out there. I wish they weren't, but everybody knows that. And then we have another lady that people know as the pastor lady. Well, we all have separate responsibilities, and we call it our lanes. And we all stay in our lanes. I stay in my lane. The rest of them stay in their lane. And we all come together with Seth to discuss what we think is best for him. And even though it may not be in our lane, we may end up discussing as a group what we think is best over here in this other lane. And then the person in charge of that lane makes that decision. But nobody on our team, or Seth included, I mean, we're not over here bossing each other around. Seth's asking for input. I ask for input. You know, they're group decisions most of the time. There may be, you know, somebody outside that we trust that we bring in to give an opinion on something. But it's not a dictatorship. Now, Seth has all the final decisions, of course, because it's his son. But it's not, you know, the operation isn't run so that, you know, one person is beating everybody over the head. It never has been.
Well, and I don't want to pull the curtain too far back on any personal conversations that I've ever had with Seth. And anybody that's listening to me, you can take this to the bank as 100% truth. Nothing, there's no, you know, fluffing it up. Every conversation that I've ever had with Seth, at some point in the conversation, he becomes frustrated and says, I just want to find my son.
Yep.
Every single conversation.
Yep.
And it brings the conversation to a halt for a few, you know, minutes, because it's a lot.
Yes.
So if people think that he doesn't want to find his son, or that he has something to do with this, well, you know, I've talked to him at 2 a.m. It's not always a pleasant conversation.
Not at all. And Josh, you made a comment when we did that Christmas special where we had all the creators come and talk. You made the comment that, you know, that there's times that you can't tell Seth things about your kids because you feel bad.
Yeah.
Hold on just a second. Give me just a second.
Yeah.
Guitar.
Absolutely. It's true. But basically my point is that, you know, anybody that wants to criticize him, they don't like him, fine. But I mean, I've heard it for myself. I mean, it's heartbreaking. It's terrible. It's a terrible thing to have to hear.
It's, yeah.
But also, and Tony, I'll let Tony finish what he was saying. But, you know, at the same time, Seth asked me about my kids all the time, and he wants to know, and I just feel bad sometimes. You know, I just can't help it.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I didn't want you guys to have to hear my dogs barking.
So no problem.
But you know, to your point, Josh, you know, we literally just got our daughter a car for her 16th birthday, and you and I have had this conversation in private. And you and I have sent pictures back and forth together. Mm-hmm. And I still haven't sent those pictures to Seth because I feel too.
Well, hold on. I noticed he said he doesn't, I wanted to point this out too, but I didn't want to be really rude about it. Well, hold on. We'll finish playing this.
Yeah. I mean, my daughter's literally almost to the day 2 months younger than Sebastian. And it's rough. I mean, you want to tell him when he asks how you're doing, to your point again, he asks how my family's doing, and he asks about everybody in the family. He literally pays attention to what's going on in our son's life, our daughter's life, my wife's life, our folks, our in-laws. You don't want to not answer his question, but you also don't want to make him seem like that your life's normal when his isn't, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, my biggest issue was my boys growing up and getting girlfriends and getting married and moving out, and that was tough. I mean, it's been tough on me.
Right.
And I feel like an asshole.
Yeah. I mean, and if you're having, if you've got some high school girl drama at school or something like that,
it's just necklace in the grand scheme of life.
Yeah, I mean, and then you find yourself, Seth has become one of my closest friends, and you've said it time and time again, Josh. It's more than just, hey, I'm a spokesperson. And I find
it's more of a brotherhood now, I think, isn't it? It's like a brotherhood.
It is, and I find myself telling him things that I tell, my lifelong friends just in general conversation, and then I have to remind myself, hey, you dummy, his child's missing. That you gotta quit talking about, your life, and I catch myself wanting to retract what I said because I might have told him something about my daughter at school or whatever, and I start to feel like it was really insensitive.
Yeah, but and the thing is, though, he actually was talking to me about, my kids moving out and stuff. And I was sitting there thinking, and he's telling me like, look, that's the way that, life goes. And I'm just sitting there going, golly, like, I feel like I feel dumb,
And when I tell you that Seth is just as loyal to the people he cares about as we all are to him, you cannot believe how loyal of a friend he is. Forget the father.
Hold on, guys, 1 second. Mods, chill out in the chat. Chill out in the chat. Don't be blocking anybody. Don't be timing anybody out unless they are absolute douchebags.
Unless they call Tony bald.
I mean, it's got to be pretty bad here. We don't block a lot of stuff here.
Yeah, if they say that Josh's head's fat, then block him.
Block him right away. That's instant block. That's a permanent ban, actually.
But what I was saying is he is a very, very loyal, not only a father but a friend. And we had a situation once when he was visiting us where my daughter's boyfriend, this and that, just he didn't like the way we were saying that she was being treated or whatever. And it was just, in conversation. And the guy comes in and Seth won't even shake his hand.
So essentially he was rude as fuck. Okay, got it.
Yeah, and what does any
and we'd already mended fences, right? Like it was over.
Right.
And what,
and
babe?
he's sitting here. I said, and what does that have to do with finding Sebastian? And you're also sitting here saying that you have people running certain areas of this so-called team. Why do you need such a big team if nobody's out there searching? Wouldn't that be more like an enterprise? Just my opinion.
Well, I guess now that you point that out.
I mean, why would you need such a big team to sit around and do nothing? Because then nobody's doing anything. Make it make sense.
Some scraps in his scrapbook.
Yeah. So I mean, it's just like I said, there's a side of Seth that a lot of people don't get to see or know, and yes, he's a loving father. Yes, he's determined, but on the friend side, he's just an incredible human. And unfortunately, a lot of people don't ever get close enough because of his trust issues to ever get to see that.
Yeah.
So
yeah. I mean, it's when people kind of stalk your life, and it's not especially when your child's missing. It's bad enough when somebody does that just because they're a jerk. They mess with you and say things about you that aren't true or misconstrued or whatever, drive by your home or whatever it is. But then put on top of that the mounting pressure of your child being missing for over a year.
Right.
With still very little answers, So anyway,
Justin, do you or Josh or does your audience have any other questions of me before I bounce off and let you two experts handle this?
I think. Do you have any questions, Josh?
No, I'm good.
Anything from the audience?
Yeah, like I said, I asked Julie to come up if she's welcome.
I think Julie's big question has been though how she ended up as an exhibit.
Well, I don't know, Josh. How'd she end up as an exhibit? I know about as much about that as you do.
Yeah, I don't know anything about it. So
yeah, so I think the professional thing to do there is reach out to Lesniak's office, and if her name is mentioned in there, if she's assuming that something is about her, then I wouldn't do that. But if her name or her children's names or anything like
Well, I mean, it's what Clue said about her. So yeah, it's absolutely about her. What the fuck?
And
Dad or
I
mentioned,
mean,
where
how's
she
he
can
gonna
drill down
act
on the
like he
fact that
doesn't
yes, this
know?
is me
He's a
they're talking
part
about.
of this.
Right.
I mean, he signed the papers too.
Betty. She was. Oh my god. Hold on. I gotta. Oh. She's so fucking rude, dude. Hold on.
About. Then I think I would reach out to Lesniak's office and say, hey, this is who I am. Am I who you're referencing? I don't want to be involved. And I think Joe's polite, professional, and friendly enough that he would say, well, yes, it is. And we'll take you out.
There you go. See, there's your answer.
It's not worth getting on a platform and throwing a fit about it. It's one phone call and a 30-second conversation.
Right. Exactly.
The main thing is that, Seth's relationship with law enforcement is paramount.
It is the most important thing next to finding his son right now.
Yes. And
if law enforcement told me we will never communicate with Seth again as long as you're involved, I would bow out. And I would tell Seth that I'm a friend to you, but I cannot help you with this situation. You need to focus on that relationship with them and that communication. And I would be nothing other than a friend, and you would never see or hear from me again. It's that important.
Yeah.
So it sounds like Hong took her off, or they're taking her off. So that problem's done. It's over. We don't have to talk about it anymore.
Yeah, I mean, and how easy would that have been to just have a conversation?
Very easy.
I mean, a lot of these things that happen in these YouTube streets, it just blows me away that what it has to come to before two people can have a conversation.
Yeah, they deal with it like they just go live, and when it's really the lack of communication. You're right. Yep.
So, and unfortunately, the communication does not get the attention.
And just like that, Hong took her off. Is that what the fuck I just heard?
Yep.
Do not reach out to that lawyer. He would be giving them your information and was this concealing? Hold on. Conceding to jurisdiction and knowledge of your name on the filing. Yes. That's fucking wild. So what, he just said, okay, I'm taking your name out of it, and he's gonna file to have it amended, or what, or make a new one, or what?
Well, I mean, that's what they're saying, but I mean, Hong's not the lawyer. And this conversation took place on Sunday. So how do they even know that happened?
Well, he'd have to be in the courthouse dealing with it today, right now.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So, like, just to say, oh, well, it's solved. Hong took her off. Well, who the hell's Hong? He ain't a lawyer.
It doesn't get the clicks, the views, any of that. It just makes the problem go away.
Yep.
So appreciate you guys. I'm going to bounce off. Let you two experts handle this.
Yeah.
Appreciate you guys. See you, brothers.
Thank you, Tony.
All right,
Take care, man.
Bye.
All right. Well, solved. Done. There it is.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope so, because I don't normally.
So.
Yeah, I don't normally come back and speak about. I rarely even speak about anything related to this. But I came back.
Yeah, man. Hey, look, YouTube, social media, but YouTube specifically has this enormous learning curve. I was thinking about this the other day, and
oh yeah,
I mean, I've stepped in cow patties left and right.
Every creator has. Every single creator has. Yeah. I don't care what genre, what side you're on. Everyone has. We just choose to not look at our own.
Well, that's why I felt like she needed some. Not that you didn't. I mean, I truly don't think that you had been rude to her. I'm just saying that.
No, that's why I wanted to bring up my stuff here and show people, because.
Yeah, when I talked to her, I just thought maybe that she sometimes people want to be heard while not defending themselves, because when you're trying to be heard and defend yourself, it comes off in a much different way. The conversation that was had today with Julie was a lot different than the conversation that I had with her. And they'll say, well, that's how I didn't hear much adult conversation. I heard, towards the end, you're a crazy bee and you're this and you're, effing weird and, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I've never said anything.
And I didn't hear Julie say any of that to anybody. She didn't to me, but I wouldn't say it to her. And so It was a vastly different conversation. And
Josh, just stop.
So anyway, I mean,
I actually think Julie can be extremely funny. I mean, that day she said "F him and feed him beans," I lost my mind. When she was doing that rap thing, I lost my mind. I thought that was the funniest thing ever.
Yeah.
Oh, it absolutely was. The absolute funniest fucking thing ever.
Look,
what the hell?
Yeah, and Josh is talking about like the last 5 or 10 minutes of that live. What about the other 3.5 hours she was up on the panel, Josh? Yeah, I wonder if someone reached out to Julie this weekend with Tony's contact information now. I mean, this is fucking wild. You know, and that kind of goes for Tony, too. Instead of bringing it to YouTube, why didn't you reach out to Jay at Crime Time Buzz and have her give Julie your contact information and have Julie call you? You all could have a talk off the internet. But that's not what you wanted. That's why you went on Justin's. I don't think so. I don't think Julie had Tony's info. I think that was one of her issues, is like she had asked for it or something, and I don't think anybody would ever give it to her.
Listen to what she's got to say.
For the other reason, yeah, that kind of thing. If somebody's saying that I'm going to send this message out, and I am being 100% serious right now. I will do a hair follicle if somebody will match me. I do a hair follicle if one of them do one. Queen B.
You got it, boo. I already told you, a challenge accepted. Let me know when and where you want to do it. We'll do it on the same day at the same time, girl.
Let's go, Brittany. You opened your big mouth. Let's go.
I'm down. Let's roll with it, babe. Let's ride.
Or whoever, you know. You do a hair follicle and I'll do one. Like, put your money where your mouth is. Like, y'all want to sit here and say that I'm on a substance. Let's prove that we're all not. Yeah, that's insanity as well. I'm sorry, Brittany. You're so sweet. I've been here since Kylie Rodney's case. I appreciate that. I'm going to gift a couple memberships really quick.
I'd be saving your money for that hair follicle test.
Give me a minute. Yeah, she's not. Give me a second, y'all.
This is on 2 times.
Bear with me. I'm going to gift a couple memberships. I don't even think I did the, hold on. Hey, Debbie says what? Hey, Ann Elizabeth. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Okay,
I'm also working on
1.75.
logos, and I'm working on some new stuff for the channel, guys. Hey, Mohawk Mom, I'm working on like when we get super chats or memberships, I'm working on a couple of new things that for the channel. Holy shit! Oh my god, you guys did not have to do that. Oh my god, that just popped up out of nowhere. Wow, no, hold on, I'm gonna give some. You guys, Shayna. Oh, Angel of Light. Holy shit.
Go ahead, Shayna.
Sorry for my French, y'all. That caught me off guard. Wow. How kind of you. Oh my goodness. Here, I'm going to, hold on a second. Oh my goodness. That was
just get on with it.
Thank you. Oh no. I forgot. Damn it. I can't gift. I took my card off of my YouTube. I took my card off of my debit card off of my freaking YouTube. I can't gift. I will though. I'll have to put it back on like via PayPal. Thank you guys so much. Oh my goodness. Now I feel bad. I forgot I took it off today. Damn it. You guys, thank you. We got to play Jake's mom real quick. That was really nice. Wow. What a great surprise. Call out. I don't recognize any. What day to you? How just come in. Jake's mom time, y'all. It's Jake's mom time. Hold on.
Was she playing Jake's mom's time because she got 50 memberships?
I guess.
What the fuck?
On a second.
My goodness, we're still on 2.2 times the speed, I think.
1 minute, guys. I'm sorry.
Well, come on with it.
Where's? I don't know. Gone.
Oh shit!
No,
that's what I was gonna tell you guys too. I forgot about.
Where's Marlena at?
Yeah, look at this. Remember Marlena was talking shit in the chat? Guess what? Guess who lost their fucking wrench? Guess who was mad and took the fucking wrench and then tried to play like she didn't?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Titanium, what's up, baby? Yeah, guess who took fucking Marlena's wrench and then tried to pretend like she didn't? Listen to this.
I don't. What the heck? I don't know. I don't know why your wrench is gone.
See? Marlena.
This is fucking wild.
I don't understand that. What? Could it be hold on a minute. Let me remod you. Maybe it's a glitch. You shouldn't. No, I would never. I don't understand why her wrench is gone. Where's it at? Hold on, guys.
That right there is a dead giveaway. Oh, her wrench is gone. Oh, where's it at, guys?
And that's the only one that YouTube glitched on.
Yeah, because everybody.
I don't understand that. Marlena, the only thing I know is maybe I could have hit your name by accident when I tried to mod somebody else. I don't know, but girl, no.
And now she says she could have hit her name by accident trying to mod someone else. Girl, stop that bullshit.
And these people believe her.
Before I have to turn the thing around and show them how to. Come on now. Come on. Wow.
Heck no, you couldn't pay me to unwrench you. I don't know why you're. That's so weird. That is so weird. It's definitely Marlena. It's her. That's her, you guys. She texted me. Marlena, text me and let me know that is for sure you that I just gave the wrench to. I couldn't remember if I modded Marlena on the backup channel or not, but maybe I don't know. I don't know, but we got it fixed now. We got it fixed now. That's all that matters. Marlena was like, I'm like, damn, what'd I do now? You didn't do anything, babe. You're good. Not at all. Not at all. I'm gonna get a rich 501 dime bag, Chris.
Yeah, just like she was talking shit about Nina in those little group chats. Wait till your messages get released. Yeah. Wait till those get popped out, Marlena.
Hey Kylie. So, Butterfly, I may take you up on your offer. There's gonna be times. Hey Kiwi, there's gonna be times when I need like extra mods, and when I do, I'll remember you. Oh my goodness. Oh my God, she's precious. She's absolutely precious, Marlena. I want. She's taking part in making my life harder, pretty much. And she finally, got back a little. Nonsense got back a little bit of her taste of her own medicine, and now she loses her mind. Like, these people have no self-awareness whatsoever. She had a crazy hair day. That's so sweet. Guys, thank you so much for all your support. I appreciate it. I really do. It's been tough. Give me just a second, guys. What? She's going to take me to court for defamation of character? Can somebody tell me how I've defamed nonsense? Oh, that's funny. Okay, here's what I'll say to that.
Oh, she talks a bunch of shit about nonsense right here. She talks a bunch of shit. Here we go.
I love it. I would love nothing more than you to take me to court so I can show the judge how you have targeted me for nothing. She has officially targeted me. And how many people are here that knows how bad she's targeted me?
I'm a victim.
Right. Pulling that card.
God.
Take me to court for defamation.
She's like, listen, like, nonsense. She's like, she's taking me to court for defamation? Bitch, do you not realize how much shit you've said? Are you fucking serious?
I really don't think she does.
Listen, I think she forgets the shit that she says.
Defamation. You can't make this stuff up, you guys. You can't make this stuff up. What are you going to tell the judge when we show them an entire year of you tagging my name? I would listen to her so you know for sure what was said. Hey, Reality Wins. I almost clicked that. Night Star. Oh Lord, Kim B. Tim is the biggest. Okay. Let me see. Tam here says, so good to see you. Hey, Tam. Hey, Seclusion. Hey, Star Child. How are you? Welcome. Hey, Kiwi. Welcome. Let's talk. Good to see you. Oh, Mr. and Mrs. E don't deserve that. They're good people. That now I got to tell you, that breaks my heart right there. Oh, look. Okay, hold on a minute. I got to show y'all this.
Shut up, Brittany.
Okay. Look at Christina Aguilera here. That's what it reminds me.
Whoa, jump scare.
What in the entire fuck is this?
What the fuck? Jump scare.
God.
Who even are you, girl?
Reality Loses fits that name so well.
Look at that.
What's that black thing on her cheek?
It's a painted butterfly. She went to the butterfly festival or something.
Oh, wow. Okay.
She actually went out in public looking like this.
Good. I went to the butterfly festival today.
Did you wear that?
Uh-huh.
That's cute. That's super cute. How was it? What'd y'all do? They painted a butterfly on you.
It was fun. I'll email you pictures. It was real fun.
I really, really like your eye makeup. You do a really good job on your eye makeup.
Thank you.
It looks like you're queen of the smoky eye. You do the smoky eye a lot. It's really pretty.
Yeah.
So what I like the hat too. Did the hat is the hat a part of the wig, or is that like is it separate?
No, that's just my other hat. I have lots.
I
of
really
hats.
like that. She does look really pretty, doesn't she? She always does.
Thank you.
Hey, sweet sativa. So how did
Not
the
bad.
butterfly factory go, or the butterfly? What was it? The butterfly festival. How was that?
It was fun.
Oh my goodness.
They have
Look at Kim the dumb JD.
Oh,
Oh, just listening, just doing spot checks over there. She loves to call people dumb. Like she, whatever. As she's talking, by the way, like she's a lawyer. We're like,
Oh, good.
I have a daddy lawyer like in her chat. It's really comical. Today's been wild. Like you can hear my voice. I'm like, today's been wild. Like they're on the loose. They're feral today.
Yeah, but she's like
love it.
She's probably the most snarky,
contradictory, like from sentence to sentence. I was going to say it's like
condescending. Is what I was thinking.
Yeah,
right?
she's condescending. She love her some soapbox. She'll give a TED talk on that soapbox.
Lord, honey.
So I didn't know if that was said. I mean, I'm gonna save it anyway, just in case. And like, no,
They're talking about nonsense.
Yeah.
If you go look in the comments, there's where are we at here? Maybe it ain't these ones here. Hold on. Kim needs to stop trying to take over your stream. She has a big mouth. She interrupts constantly, and it's hard to get into your show. 34 likes. And that's misinformation Erica running her fucking mouth.
there were things that I'm like, she edgelorded it, but then of course went right to victimhood and pontificating as soon as her chat's like, right now she's saying that we said, and of course everybody launches in. So
I don't get this. I don't get this. How do you threaten defamation? Or somebody said she threatened defamation.
that I heard. She did say that.
Hold on 1 second. I have a call coming in. I have to take this. It's an important call. So
okay,
give
take
me
your
1
time.
second.
Holy moly. Yeah, I don't even think that Nonsense even said that, did she? I think somebody just took something that they thought they heard and ran with it. Hey, Aries. Everything is good. How are you? Yeah, I mean, it's wild. And then for Brittany to be like, oh, I wish she would. What? You got yourself in enough hot mess, in my opinion, going on in Pennsylvania. No, I don't think so, Jim. That's somebody else. Yeah. Yeah, she's believing a lot of stuff that... Did she even know that there was an emergency order put in on Friday? Is BJ even aware of that? Did I see the pictures that I posted? Therefore, whenever, when you need them. Okay, I'll look. I did see some in Discord earlier, but I don't remember who it was from. Yeah, I did hear that she said some nasty stuff about her husband.
Yeah, Kodo. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought too. She nonsense seems like she kind of has her stuff together, and good lord. Oh, you already know. She's gonna find a way. She's always the victim. Yeah, I did hear nonsense say that, but I thought it was in regards to someone else. I didn't think it was coming from her. Um, yeah, yeah, that's what I think too. If she said it, then she's definitely ready. But I took it as it was coming from someone else. But I mean, I could have heard it wrong too. That's very possible. Yeah, to say that nonsense has targeted her by adding her, I don't think that's called targeted. I don't think that's the definition of targeted. Okay, Purple Dragon, I'll look at him. Thank you. Oh, she's got family stuff going on. Anyone here had Canadian chocolate bacon? I have not. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought too. I thought it was coming from someone else. That's the way I took it. I don't know. Like I said, yeah, I did hear that part. That's crazy. I mean, these people dog whistle like no other, and then they want to turn around and be like, "That's not what I said. I didn't say that. How dare them?" I don't even know how Brittany remembers anything she said, especially when you're asleep. Yeah, he just doesn't understand how a small town can have a pool. You gotta love B Thug. Well, yeah, but I mean, if you listen to BJ, everything under the sun has been done to her. Like, again, she's the victim. And I think I said it earlier. I don't remember if I did, but I mean, as sad as it is, I think UA reminds me a lot of BJ and her victim status. No, she's not going to afford to go to Pennsylvania. She's going to grift for it. Yeah, that's what I said. I mean, she took 3 hours over there. Like, I can't. B Tim's got his pool crocs. He probably does. It's probably what he's out doing right now, buying another pair of crocs.
No, that's what B Tim's doing. He's out buying Crocs right now.
That's what we said. He's out buying some pool
He
Crocs.
just didn't want us to know. Here we go.
She did say that, Brittany. She's taking you to. She's gonna take you to court for defamation.
What? We played her words. Oh my goodness.
Well, again, she doesn't understand. She's one of the people that's very confident in things that she's ignorant to. Sorry, like you can't hold other people responsible for what other people chat. I mean, maybe use some of your stream to clarify your back office saying that the comment happened 9 hours before a whole litany of other things did. Or I don't know, just, rather than the people that you tell every day and who are going to echo back to you how much integrity you have, like for real. I don't know. I mean, I have thoughts, but when you literally are playing victim one moment, talking about how wrong things are in the next paragraph, if we were to, let's pretend it's a transcript, the next paragraph, you're talking about how wrong X, Y, and Z is. And then a paragraph later, you're literally angrily directing X, Y, and Z over to Brittany. Like you almost forgot that your point right before was how wrong it is. Like, get over it. This is so a way to just be the main, it's an energy vampire is what it is. She's an energy
Attention. Like I've never seen anything like this. I've just showed a second ago. She started in on me. We're right at, we're edging the outskirts of 12 months ago.
Yeah,
like,
I saw that.
12 months, honey.
Well, and the heart goes out to Granny. I got that part too. That's what they're doing. Granny's so wrong. And B-Tim's in there telling her all about how fucked up it is. No lawyer would have wrote that. Bro, do you know how many lawyers write any of their own shit? And I'm not saying that I know if it was or wasn't. But the outlandish stuff is because it's quoting you guys. Except for her. I think that's her problem.
Well, I don't know if you've noticed this yet or not, but you will for sure if you haven't already. She's quite the coattail rider. Like, say something happens in the community and she's not a part of it. I've witnessed this many times. She will somehow make herself. Like, for an example, there was something going on a couple months ago. She hops up on another creator's panel and starts a fight with one of the people that she never even met, so that she could go live while the other creator was still live. She literally hops off the panel and goes straight to her channel.
She's outraged, dang it.
Yeah, there she goes. She's got something to say and she's a part of it now.
Yeah. She inserts herself. This feels like a common theme. There are a bunch of inserters. Oh, and she's got UA. Oh my gosh, you guys. All right, well, we need like a break for a second, right? UA in her comments, one of the first things I see is UA saying how she hasn't been on YouTube much lately. Please. What? Oh my God. Every screenshot, every fucking recording of relevance in the past 36 hours is jam-packed with this motherfucker on the panel. And I'm sorry for the saying, guys. Like, my voice is this way because this has been.
Right. Tony proved Hong wrote it when he said Hong went and removed him. I mean, Hong's the lawyer. Nah, he ain't the lawyer. Hong's not the lawyer.
Sure, you had to reach out to Betty and Nick, in my opinion.
Oh.
A trip. This is like, and like, yeah, it's like jumping in the deep end of the pool, right? It's like, I knew some of the people, but it's like I've had to listen to a lot of this. It takes it out of you.
It's going to take you a few days to because at least with Krama, there was a small sector. This is a lot more of a mass scale.
Oh yeah, it's just every cluster B in the neighborhood is like.
Yeah, they're already starting in on you and Crafton too. I'm like, damn, that didn't take long.
Oh, they will, and they should. They should. I'm good with that.
After all, that's why she's here. I mean, why did Kim just up and appear out of fucking nowhere?
I was going to say, who is this person?
She appeared out of nowhere because she's riding Brittany's coattails, trying to channel build. Come on now. Why else would she even be around and be on her panel every fucking night now?
Shayna, you did it. Shayna gifted 2 more times. Thank you.
Whoop,
whoop. Guys. Yeah, we're going to play Justin's. What did you call it?
Jordan. I'm running out of Jane. I'm going to have to search a recycle.
Jordan's mom.
Be a blessed bee. Dropped a membership on us. Thank you, baby. I appreciate you.
Here we go. Where are you at, Moon?
Kind of reminds me of Emmy
She
Joe.
might be burnt out after streaming so long.
All right. Yes.
Here we go, you guys.
Yes.
Let me find it. It was so funny when Josh said that she's got the same haircut as Jake, and I'm like, oh my God, they do both have the bowl cuts. Here we go. Welcome to the Gummy Squad.
Nothing here is
Oh my goodness, that's so funny. Okay, so I wanted to go back through this because one, it takes forever to get through these things when you are like me, and I have to stop and freaking that live where she was upset. But I'm going to show where she actually pulled up a friend of mine, and this is the girl. It was an ex-panel guest of mine. Her name was Mallory. Not only did she, do an entire quote unquote expose with Mallory, where they bragged about knowing, Mallory talking to her about personal things. She has other ex-mods of mine, and they have flirted with the idea on more times than not of doing a panel about me as well. So I find it rich that in this interview, she cries about people that she thought were her friends being in a chat with people, talking about her, like hot meat Kendall.
Well, there's certain personality types though too, where yes, it's hurtful to them, but when they're aiming at other people, that doesn't really, that's different, Brittany, right? I mean, that's different.
Well, and I want to send a message to Angela Ferris too, by the way, because somebody told me today that she took it upon herself to share basically a message that I had basically mine in her private messages. She shared where I told her that I spoke with this lady, one of Nonsense's arch nemesis, Beta Jade, and I told her that Beta Jade said Nonsense will go real life on you, and she will fake messages to herself to frame others. I don't know what I don't know what you were trying to do, Angela, by putting that message out, but if anything, you proved what I'm saying. Like you just proved, I've already said I've talked to Beta Jade. I've said that publicly. I guess you missed that, but that just proves my whole point that, there's people that have dealt with Nonsense. That's their experience.
Right.
Brittany, what the fuck are you talking about?
She
you don't even know what you're fucking talking about, Willis. What the fuck you got going on here? Pity AF says, I see B Tim in Jesus sandals and socks myself. Echo Chamber, thank you for becoming a new member. Just Me Sue. Anyone got a shovel for this bullshit? Trisha Kelly, member for 24 months, got my golden bee. And what a 2-year it's been. I know that's right. Well, that's fine. Not a single person who goes there likely has any respect for Beej in the first place. It's all good. Yep. There we go. There we go, baby. Tilly T with a $10 super sticker says only 2 hours behind. Tilly time. Love to all.
She will send an email to herself according to Beta Jade and then blame you for it. I mean, Nonsense. Well, that's not defamation. I was told that.
Yeah. Well, the thing about defamation is
okay.
Yeah. Well, go ahead. I mean,
I don't believe that.
You realize like a defamation case is easily $20,000. It's why most people don't go there. But it's also a hard one to prove. Mainly because you're putting yourself on trial because you have to first prove number one that it's not true, and number two that it somehow damaged your reputation in a way that's qualifiable monetarily. That's in every state.
Yep.
So I mean, it sounds like she has a reputation. I don't know that asking questions defiles any reputation other than maybe the one in her head that she's having her narc rage that it doesn't match, but just saying.
Oh, she's definitely delusional as if.
But she's mad. Like, why is it like, listen.
Always. Why are you so angry, Nonsense?
Well,
I mean,
it's a light switch. It can't be that. It can't be for your heart to be like, it's like all of us get mad. Some of us get really passionately mad, but it's like usually when you're having genuine emotion, you're not vacillating from 5 minutes to 5 minutes to 5 minutes.
Oh, 100%. 100%. It's just constant over and over and over every day in and day out. It's just never ending. And it's like, but I don't think she would know what to do if she didn't do that. Like,
Brittany, down, please.
I got it. I see it. Thank you. Thank you, Lolly, by the way, for that timestamp. Let me see real quick. And I'm going to play this clip with her and Mallory.
And this is the one that used to be in your channel, right? Mallory?
Yes.
Tilly T dropped 5 of them on us. Thank you, Miss Tilly T. I appreciate that.
And I hate to tell these people, but when they're sitting there saying that Nonsense doesn't have a reputation to damage, that's defaming. Like, what the hell? Yeah, I mean, This one here gives me a headache about as much as Betty does. They think they know the law when they don't know the law. No, Codon, that's what I said. Like, how does she ever know what she says? She's asleep half the time. Yeah, I mean, we all know that they would have to file an amended filing. Like, we all know that. But them over there, just saying, oh, Hong already removed it. No big deal. That's not how that works.
Yeah, she said, hi, I love that Veda is a credible source. I'll wait until she can show proof. Veda can't show proof of shit, and last I knew she wasn't credible for a goddamn thing.
That she was a basically, I mean, a host of mine, like I guess you would call her a fellow co-host, right?
Yeah,
she was with me.
yeah.
I trusted. I have to point in order for you guys to understand the betrayal, the level, because even though at this point she and I weren't friends, I still believe even if a friendship ends, when they betray you, or how can I say this? When a friendship ends, you can still be betrayed by them even after your friendship's over, right?
Yeah.
And this right here to me was one of the biggest betrayals that I've ever experienced on this. I'm not going to say app because it's weird. This platform.
Yeah.
So Mallory had left back in July of last year before. I mean, it's been forever.
Okay.
Everything gets silent. I don't talk about her. She don't talk about me. And then all of a sudden in December, she emerges.
Okay.
And like she just starts trashing me left and right. Nothing, solicited it at any, or anything. I wasn't talking about her. So then I guess she gets cozy with nonsense.
Okay.
And they decide to do this stream. Basically it says silence no more, even though Mallory wasn't silent. She had been talking for a few months.
Right.
This was back on August the 5th. So this was like a year after she left, a little over a year after she left. So I want to show this because you want to talk about how people hurt you and you cried yesterday. Look what you did to me. And doing this, I have not done anything to you. Nonsense. You've targeted me. You've made me your.
No. Two totally different situations. You are trying to fucking take apples to fucking blunt sticks. Nope. Two totally different things.
Center focus. And you've done everything you can to try to hurt me. And I think there's nothing more evil than someone that could do something like this to a person.
No, because you wasn't friends. Y'all wasn't friends. It's different when you see your friends sitting in a motherfucking chat with the ops and you see them over there talking shit, doing real life, going real life, talking shit, doing all the shit. And then you see your fucking friends or people you thought was your friends sitting in the motherfucking chat, chatting it up like that shit's okay. Now, fuck you. Fuck you, bitch. Now, fuck you. So, anyhow.
And again, Brittany, this is not being targeted.
She called you out for your bullshit. You guys were never friends and you were never targeted or attacked.
Exactly.
Fuck out of here with that.
I haven't done anything. Like, there's no cause for it. There's no justification whatsoever for this.
That's why she reminds me a little of the other one that we just don't bring up anymore. Or we're not supposed to. Who really just feels like she's looking for the thing that she can climb up onto that soapbox and
yeah.
Straight up, I do. And you know what? That's how I felt with the other one too. I'm serious. It's like, no, fuck that. You know exactly what the fuck time it is. And if the shoe was on the other foot and I did you would feel the same motherfucking way. So miss me with that bullshit. You know exactly what time it is, just like I know what time it is. Fuck that. She obviously has no fucking idea what's even going on. Like I said, the situations don't even compare. So I don't know what the hell she's fucking even thinking she's even talking about. That's another thing. She don't. What Drake Alien? Absolutely. She has, like I said, she has no idea what she's even talking about. These situations don't even compare to one another. Like, calling you out, it would be like me calling Betty out for, you know what I'm saying? It's the same as her calling you out. Her having a fight with her friend would be like me having a fight with one of my close friends or somebody I thought was my friend. And we don't even have to be friends and be close, but what you did was foul as hell, so fuck you for that.
Get her comeuppance from her chat and have them be like, you'd never do such thing. You're such a great person. It's like, and that's great. Everyone should have people that see them that way, but you shouldn't have to lie and be manipulative for people to see you a certain way. That's not how normal people are.
This was a 5-hour, and let me show you something. This is our private. She literally documented the receipts for the flowers that they bought for me when I was in the hospital, the meal. Look, BJ picked the meal.
Here, let me
He's out
say,
here
yeah,
freaking
Deb,
out.
you're fucking wrong, okay? So I'm sitting here watching. Let me do you a favor because I love my 3 buttons. There you go. And now you can listen and look for something to be upset about, but you're not going to derail the stream. And I know a lot of alts get over here because people are generous, but when you're over here trying to defend nonsense, who I don't give a shit if you heard it over there or didn't. But the bottom line is she said what she said. I only did spot checks. I made 3 comments, and some of it, by the way, was things in her chat. So if you got that mixed up, sorry for you. But now you're hassling the mods over here. Like, troll all you want to, but be respectful of the channel you're sitting in.
It's crazy. That's absolutely insane.
And I'm sorry. See, this is where you're going to feel like you don't have to say sorry to me so much. Because I'm like, no, see, my trolls are going to start to come out to play. So,
Right? No, it's okay. You're fine. You're fine. That doesn't bother me at all.
The future.
I can't. And it's why is it always with her? Like, I feel like we get more people coming in here.
Yeah.
When it's her, we're talking about than anybody else.
Well, she's probably the one that's over there in their chat being like, let me go see what's going on and I'll report back.
Yeah, right.
Well, it's because Oliver Stubbs thinks she's this wonderful fact checker.
Yes.
She knows everything.
Good luck.
Well, I can tell you right now, she knows a hell of a lot more than you do, snoozy poon, sleepy butt. A hell of a lot more.
Friday fights without a lick of sense. Brittany, hold on a minute. Is this the one? Yeah.
The
Oh, yeah,
face
you're going
herself.
out.
I know everything.
She does. Don't tell her anything because she knows. And even if she says one thing, she can change it the next sentence. So that's the kind of person you just don't even want to engage with because it's like you're just going to be a pretzel by the time you're done with the twisties they do.
Well, let's go through this one because I haven't heard this one, and this one's got you on the panel too. Maybe I think Moons went through some. I'm not sure, but I have not heard this. And
yeah, I've heard some of this. I'm trying to remember what it's even about. See, that's how hard it is because I feel like the few of hers that I've heard now, they blend together. They're kind of, she's got a pattern.
You're going to find out, Tim.
Yeah.
Well, last night, I find this interesting. It was the night before. That's when she got all upset and was
Yeah.
crying about things, people coming at her and things. And then this is the very next stream after that.
Mhm.
She immediately goes right back to attacking me. So I'll say this because I believe this with every fiber of my being. I think that she believes that I'm weak and nonsense preys on the weak. She won't say things to the people that are actually doing some, really questionable things, people's names that I can't say, but she
Right.
will, she won't call out people like that.
Yeah.
But she, I'll give you an example. Julie Skolnick,
Mhm.
she broke down and cried and got vulnerable one night.
Right.
Nonsense pounced on her.
Of course, I've seen that. So again, in my limited time, I've seen that happen now. She's done it 2 different times, and that's
Bullshit. Calling bullshit on that too. Julie cries every fucking day, every single live stream. So bullshit. That's a lie.
Yeah.
That is a motherfucking lie. She didn't pounce on shit. Julie cries all the fucking time. So I'm not hearing that. Tilly T says, damn, what time is it? Tilly time is out of whack. Shoo! Miss Tilly T, hold on. Peace, love, Hartley. Look, Hartley dropped some good videos. She got some good ass videos over there, man. If you guys ain't watching Hartley, you ain't getting no laughs. Hell no. All right, I gotta pop this on. Hold on, I gotta go. Do you want me to? Well, you know what? I could probably just shut this down for now. We've been on here about 3 hours. I gotta go grab my littles from school and stuff. So.
Oh, I was gonna say if you want, I could stay up, but I mean it's up to you.
Well, I mean I'll be in the car, so I won't be able to play this. I'll just be able to chit chat with you.
I know I can chat with them.
Okay. Well,
We've done this
You want
before.
to stay on here? You want to stay on here? We'll stay on here. It's up to y'all.
Yeah, I'm good. We've done this before. We're good.
All right, yeah, so we do this a lot, but it's completely up to y'all. You know what I'm saying? We can hang out, or we can restart. Yeah, I would say we can restart later too. We've been on here 3 hours, so
Yep. Whatever
let's
y'all
do
wanna
that.
do.
We'll stop it now. Yeah, we'll stop now, and then we'll come back on later.
Okay, sounds good.
Things are going to implode, but not for us. Thank you for being such a great friend to me. Oh, you know what though? Listen, you know what? That kind of shit right there. The ones of us, the OGs that have been around here, some of the other OGs that have been here before me, they know too. You know what I'm saying? We get it. We see it. We know. We've been around it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just insane. Like,
we've experienced it. We've watched it happen. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The shit's been wild as hell. But yeah, I don't know. We'll just pop back on later. Like I said, Toasty's on tonight too, so that's cool. We get a Toasty stream as well.
Yep.
All right, cool. Well, then I'll probably just come. I mean, we'll get done. I'll get back home like 3:30 or so. We'll chit chat in Discord or whatever and hang out till her stream maybe or something.
Okay, sounds good.
Sounds good, baby. I'll talk to you guys over there then. I'll catch you on the flip side. Thanks for hanging out, y'all. I will catch y'all later. Thank you guys for hanging out. You ain't got to go home, but you can't stay here, loves. Those of you that are in Discord, I will catch you on the flip side. Nonsense, keep your chin up. We'll talk later. I'm going to be live, and I'm going to finish going over this anyways. So I heard there was some really fucking horrible, shitty things said. So I'm sorry that that's even going on, that those things are even being said. So we know they're not true. We got your back, yo. We'll catch you on the flip side, though. Bye, y'all.